4th of July, a time to celebrate our independence, our freedom, a time for families to gather for barbecues and festivities, a time where patriotism stands tall, a time to celebrate the majestic wonder of fireworks. Join us, Coffee Table Chronicles, as we kick off 4th of July weekend 2022. Warning: the views in this program are based on the opinions of hosts and guests. We are four friends who like to sit around and talk about a variety of topics. This show may be political in nature and may appear one-sided if no one of opposition joins in on the conversation. We try to find common ground on sometimes sensitive topics. So grab a beverage of your choice and let's have a conversation.
Why don't you go home and cry to your granny? Dolph, tie up the brat. Lisa, hold the book. Vincent, get the truck. And Keith, darn it, change your name, please. That's not scary, and I'm embarrassed to say it. Boris, try that. Keith, oh, watch out for Keith.
He does a little growl at the end. So it's funny.
That's great.
Good stuff.
What is up, everybody? Happy Friday, July 1st.
God, it's July.
I know, it's crazy.
Already.
Huh? Already. Kicking off the 3-day weekend.
Do you know
4th
what
of
that
July.
means?
What?
That it's 5 months until Christmas.
Yeah.
Really? You had to go there?
I did.
I think you're gonna go somewhere else with that. But
And it's like 12 paychecks until Christmas.
Yeah, it's not far off.
No.
It's really not.
no,
Quick second.
kind of
Okay.
scary,
Sorry,
That's
just
it.
had to throw that out there for you.
right?
Just
It
a little bit.
does.
When you're like, I only have 12 paychecks to pay for these kids.
What?
This year has kind of flown by.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it has. You blame that on COVID?
No, I blame that on being scared of our current administration.
True. That is a lot. to
I'm
do
like,
with it.
let's hurry it up. Let's get it over with. Just fucking go faster.
Speaking of which, we have some special guests in the studio tonight.
Oh,
I'm
was
gonna-
it me? I'm
I'm-
so sorry.
I know. I was gonna.
I was
I'm
smiling.
gonna
I was
let
ready.
you
I was like,
announce.
These are my friends.
Give me a break. for
I have
once.
friends.
Just
Sort
My
of.
friends. Just my friends. So this is Erica. As everybody was saying, hi, Erica, on there. This is Erica. Say hi, Erica. Hi.
Hi, friends.
Hi, friends. And then the man who decided to marry her, which, took a lot,
Hey, I like being punished.
apparently. Mr. William. Yay.
Yeah.
Hello.
I don't have my sound effects. I wish I did.
I know.
It'd be kind of fun. to
Wah,
play with
wah.
them.
No, I'm joking.
Well, that's why I need somebody in the control room. You see,
Wow. You want me to teach Bill to do it?
you could.
She
do
could
that.
push buttons
That
in
would-
there.
I bet she would.
She would.
That'd be kind of funny.
Give her the pad to just step on it.
We'd probably be kicked off. for
Oh, yeah,
sure.
probably.
And not by
who knows?
not by any.
Who
of the
knows where we'd end up?
platforms
She'd
either.
hit something.
Yeah,
It,
probably.
it would get interesting fast.
So John and Wendy are out of town this week. Where'd they go? They go to?
Tennessee?
Did they go to Tennessee? I think they might have. I don't know. They took a road
Or is
trip.
this the
They went
North? Is
somewhere.
this the Carolina one? No.
I don't know where they went.
There's somewhere and there's grandbabies because I've seen pictures.
John, Wendy,
That's
if
all I
you're
know.
listening in, let us know where you're at. But
Yeah, I don't know where they are.
so I'm going to try my best. John's usually the guy who does all the show prep and puts together our
Stuff.
news of the week and all that stuff. So I took a crack at it today.
I got a
so
hooker
we'll see how it goes. We
And
got
some
a
good
hooker.
memes. That's my job.
So tonight's going to be a little bit different. I put some July 4th stuff together.
A quiz.
There is a quiz at the end, but there's some questions as the night goes on that we could all jump in and answer and have some fun with.
I don't do well with those.
Yeah, you do. You'll
don't.
you'll be fine because some of these are fun questions.
Oh, okay.
So it's not all Constitution and all that stuff.
Okay,
there.
good. Because
So-
I'm not good at those.
All right, let's kick off with our memes of the week, courtesy of Lindsay. you're
There was
right.
way more than that,
you-
but he doesn't.
I know. It's
put 'em
just
all on.
when I get him at 4:00 in the afternoon, I have to upload
Are you
them.
judging right now?
I am judging right now.
Really? It's gonna be like that.
Yes.
I'm not
it
gonna
is.
send you any memes then.
I like this one though. This one was
That's
funny.
cute. That's Arizona.
Yes.
You gotta love that one.
Right.
It's so accurate.
Yep. Especially right now.
You know, and you know darn well that's the wife who's like, "Is it hot outside, honey?" Shut up.
That is so
I can
true.
hear that in my head.
Now this one actually should have been a story
Yes.
because I thought this was interesting.
So I got that, but I literally got that today and didn't get to read anything about it. So school shooting, and I think it came out on the 26th.
Okay.
So I'm not sure when it happened. So 42-year-old black male Brandon Keith Ned, a convicted felon, enters a summer school a couple of days ago in Duncanville, Texas, and was immediately confronted with an armed school staff member. They exchanged gunfire and the suspect ran to the gym. At this point, the kids are successfully locked down in their rooms. Police responded within 2 minutes and shot the suspect dead with nobody harmed except for the one who deserved it. Armed staff and good school security guards work. The media is ignoring this because it is against their narrative.
Very true.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Very true.
definitely. They're never going to talk about something
No,
like that.
No.
on
absolutely,
any of
because
your
that's something
mainstream
that
media.
works.
No.
Yeah,
Like that's 100% what we need. We were talking was a couple of shows ago about employing veterans or old police officers, stuff like that. They still need a job. They don't
Yeah.
want to work full time. They don't want to work all the
they're
time.
heavily trained.
They're
Yep.
yeah,
Yeah, seriously.
the best kind of people I would want at my school. Why are these parents not saying, "Hey, do you have an armed school security guard? Okay, I'm going to go to another school."
Right.
100%. And Arizona actually just passed. I think Brian put it up. Arizona just passed a thing saying, I mean, it already was, but saying that there's going to be more school options because you now choose where your kid goes.
That's
you don't
good.
just because you're not in the box, like you don't have
Yeah.
to go to that school.
Yeah.
That's good. We need that.
So absolutely. That's one of the first questions I would ask. Do you have an armed security? Awesome. I'll go to the next one. Thanks. Bye.
Well, I mean, when somebody knows that they walk onto that campus and they're the only armed person there, they know they've got to, you know,
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Total
it's
advantage.
shooting
Yeah,
fish
and-
in a barrel.
Yeah.
And are
Yeah.
you going
Yep.
to, because most of these kids either went to that school or knew somebody who goes to that school or something because they've done research into the school. If they're going to walk up and there's an armed security guy and this is the only entrance you can get through, I'm going to it's like the robbers that come up to your house and they see the big vicious pity. You're like, I'll go next door. We're good.
Yeah, we'll skip that house.
I'll skip that house.
Hey, Wendy Ghost Crew jumped on.
Wendy.
What's up, Wendy?
Yeah,
All
that's the same argument as with allowing teachers to be able to
Carry.
carry.
Yeah.
I think teachers
You
should
walk
have that
onto that-
option. They don't have to,
Yeah,
but they
but
should
you
have the
walk onto
option.
that campus if it's a campus, or
And
if
there's
it's
a
place
sign
where
up
they're
there
allowed
that
to
says
carry.
that.
You don't know who's armed and who's not.
Exactly.
Exactly. That's
You
more
might-
of a
you might-
deterrent.
Yeah, you might get shot in the face the first room you go to, or the 10th.
Immediately. Might
Right.
not even make it.
That's
Could get
true.
shot walking down the hall.
So this
Okay.
meme's got a lot of play this week.
So this is, I do not remember the lady's name. I'm so sorry. But the January 6th trial where she says that he lunged for the steering wheel and tried to pull the car to go to the Capitol.
Capital.
Obviously, there's a space issue with that.
He's pretty athletic though. I don't know.
He is,
I mean-
but I'm assuming that big black spot right there in the middle is probably a wall.
Yeah, I
Probably
was
a
gonna say,
divider.
don't they have a divider in
Yeah.
there?
They probably do.
I mean, or a window at least that
Yeah.
opens and closes. I'm assuming that that's not just one big open car. Again, never been in there, so I couldn't tell you. I don't think he lunged for the steering.
I always thought that those had a divider in there.
Yeah,
and
like
it
you
had
go to the
a
fancy
small window.
And you can open or
Probably. I'm
close
sure
it or
they
whatever.
do. I'm sure they do.
And it's probably bulletproof,
Well,
knowing
yeah, because they're supposed to be able to give the president a certain amount of privacy in there if he
He's
has
on the
somebody
phone,
back there
like,
with him, or if
yeah.
he's on the phone or
Right.
anything like that. You don't need the driver hearing everything
Everything.
he's talking about.
not that they're not all cleared for everything, but
So,
give him a minute.
so wait a second. Are you saying somebody on the January 6th committee lied?
I'm saying,
I'm,
sure
you
lots of them
know,
are. I'm sure.
I'm not
sure
calling a
a lot
Smurf
of them
blue
did.
either, but
Well, you're okay.
No,
January
yeah, I
6th
love it.
committee's a joke.
You guys are
Not
mean.
going there.
So this is something else that happened this week.
Oh God.
I've made so many people mad.
Did you?
It's been so much fun.
I bet you did.
I've
bet
enjoyed
you
it
did.
very much. So they're not 100% effective. Why bother? Condoms, masks. Oh,
Right?
just saying.
Do you hear Fauci wants to bring masks back?
I'm sure he
Oh
does.
yeah.
heard about
Fauci
that.
just doesn't want to be forgotten.
Oh, he's not going to be forgotten.
Oh,
This-
Dad said it was the SUV. The latest, she changed it and said that it was the SUV that he was
Oh,
in.
and he was sitting in the passenger seat.
Apparently.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I love this meme. I love this meme only because this little girl, I don't know what it's originally from, but there's this one and it says like the top part is like, where did this Great Dane from? Where did this Great Dane come from? And she's like, I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, they recycle a lot of pictures
It's cute.
for memes.
Did you read that?
I did read it.
Okay.
Didn't read it out loud, but
When the truth comes out, do not ask me how I knew. Ask yourself why you did
Why you
not.
didn't.
Because-
social-
Done.
In the age of information where everybody literally has the world at their fingertips,
Yeah,
they
they've
really
become
don't.
more ignorant than ever.
isn't that
Well, it's the first thing that popped up.
That's a good statement.
It's the first thing that popped up. It's the first thing I paid for the ad to come up on Google.
True.
I can pay for anything to go up on there, whether it's the truth or not.
This was good. I like that.
Oh, I like that one too.
Pro-life, pro-choice, abort the government.
Can't say that I would be the one at the end.
You
I
wouldn't be the
would
one
be.
at the end?
Can't say that I would or would not be.
Oh.
Oh, that one's good.
This one's cute. I like this one.
So that one's super cute. So there's a thing on the top, and there was like writing that said, so I'm not sure that this would be the first house I would buy, but I'm really not sure that if you're stating it's not haunted, that it's really not haunted.
Right.
I mean, if you buy that one, just make sure you know an old priest and a young priest.
Right?
Mhm.
I'm sure it comes
You're gonna
with
need
a
them for a
certain
couple
age.
years. Just, if you got to put it out, that's like selling a car and be like, oh, but it really does run.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I like that one. I like that one.
This
Yeah.
one is
That
good
was
too.
That feels very legit.
Right? Yeah.
Depending on how, maybe 2 tanks of gas. Maybe we'll get to fill up both of our cars, honey.
Right.
What?
I mean,
Only half
next
a sheet of
week,
plywood.
Only half.
next week though, it's only going to be half that.
But I did notice today that the
Oh, when do I need to get gas again? Don't buy gas
well, no, Circle
until like Wednesday.
Circle K was actually cheaper than what Fry's was today. Circle K was down to like $5.40 a gallon, and Fry's is up to $5.60.
I just paid $5.06 at Costco and it hurt my heart.
Yeah,
Isn't it
is.
terrible when you can say 540?
We were
is
saying that the other
cheaper?
day.
Like, what the hell has
Yeah.
happened?
I'm
here?
like, what happened to $4.99? And Keith's like, oh, that's sad.
Yeah, that's sad. Yeah, that's true. Even $4.99. That's sad.
$5. So my question. Oh, I just thought of this. Is a good question.
Oh.
So minimum wage is what? $12? $10? $12?
What is it now?
I don't know.
$10, $12?
I thought it was 15.
No, they
No,
want.
It's
it's-
building to 15.
It's gonna go to
It's like
15.
$12.80.
Is it really?
Okay, so what's gonna happen when gas is 10?
Right.
If things
my
keep
God.
going this way.
It's gonna be.
It's gonna be 8 by the time of summer. We got to bet.
Well, I mean, let's be
So
real.
what's gonna happen when a gallon of gas is the same amount of hourly income? Who's going to work?
Nobody.
None of our minimum wagers. I can tell you that right now. I'll sit at home and get unemployment.
Yeah,
Not a
nobody's
minimum
going to
wage,
work.
and it won't be me.
Yeah,
Well, I mean,
like, but you know, like, yeah, no.
Realistically, nobody that votes Democrat should be surprised at what we're paying for gas, because they've been saying for quite a long time that one of their, they can't get the Supreme Court to back them on getting rid of guns and all this other
Right.
stuff. They want to get rid of guns. They want to get rid of gas. They want everybody switching to green.
But
And so they
oh,
literally
is it on
said
there?
that one of their plans was to make things so expensive people can't
They can't
afford
afford
it.
it. Absolutely.
They've said this
Mhm.
multiple times.
Yep.
Okay, somebody farted.
One of the dogs.
Do you smell
Uh,
it over there?
that
It's
one.
mine.
I'm sure it's that one now.
That would be my pity. I'm so sorry.
Bad things happen when they do that.
It does.
There's your buddy Fauci.
There he is. Look at that smirk.
And it's so true. That's such a true
Why-
statement too.
Why is it? But this is my thing.
Is that
Okay,
Nicole Kidman?
I don't know who
It
that
sure
is.
looks
I have no idea who that is.
So this is my question. Why is it?
That's
I don't know what you feel. So I'm going to ask you because you're a woman.
Okay.
Why is it everybody with this abortion thing says a man's not going to tell me what to do with my body? There's more than men in that Supreme Court.
True.
And why do you feel that it's a man that's telling you this? Because it's the man? Like, is that what they're
Yes,
talking about?
because
Like,
it's the
the man.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I'm like, I don't
Like,
understand.
Kick it to the man.
Man. Yeah, that's why I'm like, it's not a man thing, but okay.
Man, your dog smells terrible.
Hey,
It's like
It's starting to
it's-
waft over
it's
here. It
Smells
is
pretty bad.
bad.
Good Lord.
bad things happen.
Oh,
Oh, did I send you that? I didn't.
you did.
I didn't mean to send you that. That was just something I posted on Facebook. You're welcome, y'all.
That's a good one. That's why I put it up there.
I agree with
I
that.
thought it was- yeah, absolutely. This is a good one too.
Mm.
Stretch my gas the way you did the 2 fish and 5 loaves of bread.
Ain't
Absolutely.
that
Yes.
the truth?
Yes,
please.
please.
Amen.
Please just stretch it for like 2 weeks.
And you probably didn't mean for me to put this one up, but I
I
laughed
did.
at that. Oh, you did? Okay. 'cause
It's great.
It's funny as hell.
Mexican word of the day. Bishop. Can someone please shut that bitch up?
How is that bitch still in
How
politics?
has nobody killed them?
Seriously.
Her
She's
and Pelosi.
insane.
How has nobody killed them hookers yet?
Right.
I'm just saying.
I mean,
Or
they
at least
need-
punch them in the face.
They need to be kicked out. They are
Yeah.
freaking insane.
Obviously not that smart.
No,
And
not
she went
at
to
all.
law school?
Oh,
Are you
no.
serious?
No. That bitch right there needs to go back to bartending
right?
because that's
She'd
the
be
only
better.
thing that she's fucking
I
cried
don't
out
even know
for.
if I'd trust her with my drinks.
She's probably not even good at that anymore.
Probably not. I doubt she ever was.
Right?
Mhm.
Probably.
Probably the only thing she's good at is freaking dancing like a slut on a roof.
Maybe.
Is that how she got
I
into
don't know.
politics?
I know, right? That's how she campaigned.
Right?
Honestly, I think she freaking blowed the right people.
I agree with that.
She sucked as a bartender too.
I
That
bet
wouldn't
she
surprise
did.
me. That would not surprise me one bit.
Not at all.
Then
Okay.
the final meme, I thought this was
Dun, dun, dun,
appropriate.
dun. Oh
This
yeah.
holiday was made possible by citizens with guns. Happy Independence Day.
Pew pew.
Absolutely. Speaking of pew pew,
And pew pew.
we like Will's shirt.
It's got a nice
Anatomy of a
anatomy of a
pew-pew.
pew pew. Why does it
It's one
only
of my
say one
favorites.
pew though? Anatomy of a pew. It doesn't feel right unless you say pew
Pew
pew.
pew.
It does need second pew, doesn't
Right?
it?
It just doesn't feel like completed. Need pew pew.
We have a debate over the Great Pew.
Pew pew. It's pew pew, not pew.
By the way, I want to send a message out to YouTube before you block
kicked
my
off?
video. That introduction video, that song is public domain. It's over 120 years old. So I was good.
You
to
just adding it in to see if they watch or
It was
not.
good to use it. So,
You seeing if
no,
they watch this
before
far?
I get an email saying you have a copyright issue.
No, that'll
on-
be as
on
soon
your
as we get
video.
off.
Probably. Yeah.
Just covering them bases
Right.
early.
Cover-
Covering
Exactly.
it early.
Yeah,
Say,
just
did you
getting
listen
it out there.
to 17 minutes and 13 seconds in? Because that's when we covered it.
That's when we covered it. Just figured I'd bring
Just
it up.
letting you
'cause
know.
last-
Put it
last-
out there for you.
Last time we had a bit of an issue. So
Okay, what are we doing this weekend? Anything?
no, we're not doing anything this weekend.
Staying home with
We're getting
puppy dogs?
We're getting ready for a wedding.
Oh shit, what are we
That's
doing?
what we're doing.
What do we have to
I don't know,
do?
you had all these plans.
What plans do I have?
Welcome to one of the most hectic parts of your life.
Right? Exactly. What are you guys doing for 4th of July?
Yeah.
Nothing? Hanging out?
Probably just making sure the dog and the boy don't
Yeah.
lose their minds with the fireworks.
That's
Amen.
why we can't leave the house.
Yeah, good point. Good point.
So that's what we get to do. Are we gonna grill? Are we gonna go? Can we go to pork shop and get some ribs?
Sure.
Oh, I'm so
I
excited.
guess we're doing ribs. Having whatever day you want. We got 3 days to choose from.
Woo!
so.
All 3 days.
All right. So
Probably not appropriate.
again,
Okay.
I'm going to apologize that I'm probably not as good as John at this, but I tried my best. So we'll see how this goes. I do together some fun facts for July 4th.
Fun
I have no doubt
fact.
it's going to be fantastic.
It'll be great.
We'll see. So Declaration of Independence.
Oh, you can read that from there?
No.
Yeah.
On July-
I was gonna be impressed.
I read that part.
That I can bet. Yeah.
On July 2nd, 1776, Congress voted in
Hundred
favor
Amendment?
of independence from Great Britain. The process was not really made official until the final revision on the 4th of July. And I think it was even after that.
1976. Yep.
1976. Wow.
1976. It just
That
happened.
was a good, I was 2
Wow.
years old. That was good. That was a
Bang.
good year. During the early years of the
Oh my
Republic,
God. How old are you?
Independence Day was commemorated with parades, oratory, and toasting and ceremonies that celebrated the existence of a new nation. June 28th, 1870, Congress passed a law making July 4th a federal holiday.
Woohoo!
That's a long time.
Yeah, that's
Almost 100 years.
Almost, yeah.
Fun
Well,
fact,
thank you.
did you know that a lot of people celebrated the first couple 4th of Julys by holding mock funerals for the king?
Yep, I did.
Oh,
I read
that's
about that today.
awesome.
That's a good piece.
Can
of
we do
information.
that this year?
All right, so maybe.
Or
I
like
don't even know what you're talking about. What? Have a mock funeral?
Well, I
Yeah.
mean, let's be
the
real. The
ice cream
queen's
liquor?
pretty up there. You could have a mock funeral for her. 'cause
Could
it's
you?
probably not far off.
right.
not.
No, I'm talking more for grandpa.
So fireworks, we all know we love fireworks. In what year did fireworks first appear in the 4th of July celebration? I threw one in there just for shits and
200
giggles.
BC.
There's an interesting fact about that though.
Oh, was it really?
1777 or
Did you pick that day?
1870. I picked it because it's an interesting
It's an
fact
interesting
about it.
fact. Okay. Then I'm going to pick that one.
That's what you're picking?
I'm going to pick it because you have an interesting
Was,
fact.
was 4th of July around in 200
course
BC?
not.
I'm going to
gonna-
say 1870.
I'm going to go 1777. They seem a little rowdy.
Okay.
Yeah. B.
We got 2 B's and a C. Anybody in the audience
Oh,
care to
well,
make
you don't
a
have your
guess?
comments up. We don't know.
I'm just throwing a guess out there.
1870, Christine
I don't think
says.
fireworks started immediately.
I'm gonna say we're all for blowing stuff up. you
Yeah.
know?
All right. So our answer is 1777.
Nah, I was wrong.
All right. The first fireworks were used as early as 200 BC. The tradition of
Okay.
setting off fireworks on the 4th of July began in Philadelphia on July 4th,
Why would it not be
1777.
Why would that? Why would I be surprised by that at all?
Ship's cannon fired 13 gun salute in honor of the 13 colonies. Fireworks had become an enormous industry. In 2020, 404.5 million pounds of fireworks were set off.
Oh my
Holy
god!
shit.
That's
That's
huge.
a lot.
I found this fun fact. Men suffer most injuries from fireworks every year.
Are we surprised by that at all?
For
I mean, there's your equality. Men still do all the dangerous
all,
shit.
all the stupid shit. Yeah,
Stupid
exactly.
shit, not
That's a
dangerous.
Fun fact for women out there.
Stupid. And we just watch.
So where?
And
So
laugh.
obviously fireworks back 200 BC weren't what they are now. So where did the fireworks we know and love today first come from? The Roman Empire, the Persian Empire, or the Chinese Empire?
I'm pretty sure I know this one. I
I'm
think
gonna
that's
go-
C.
Let's see.
What do you think?
I'm gonna go Persian.
You know the Persian? You like the Persians?
I do.
Anybody want to take a guess out there in the audience? This is not our quiz, by the way. I just wanted to throw some fun questions in there.
He's just throwing some random stuff out there.
Chinese.
Is that because you watched the Panda movie?
No, had nothing to do with
No,
that.
it's because everything comes from China.
So this is our PSA. Everybody, please
Oh, that's cute. I almost thought that was Shiva for like 4 seconds.
be courteous to our four-legged companions. What I mean by that is shoot all your fireworks off on the 4th of July. Don't do it Friday, Saturday,
within-
Sunday, Monday.
A timely manner.
Right.
You don't need to be doing it at 5 o'clock in the fucking morning.
People don't realize the
Cut that
effect
shit
that
out.
it has on animals, and even children. Probably some children probably get scared by it.
You
so-
didn't even know the effect it had on animals
No, I
until
had no,
you
honestly, I
met me.
had no idea. I've never seen a dog react the way she reacts.
Terrified. Absolutely terrified.
Even with the thunder shirt on and medication, she still shakes
just
like she's having a
shakes
Oh, yeah.
seizure.
Yeah. It's
I mean, it's
terrifying.
very sad to watch.
Heart is just
My dog
pounding
is-
out her chest.
My
It's
dog is
abs-
terrified
Yeah.
of them.
Absolutely awful.
Terrified.
And this neighborhood is like the worst.
Yeah,
Oh, it's
yeah.
they're
Oh
absolutely
yeah,
terrible.
we're gonna have fireworks for the next 2 weeks.
Yeah, probably.
And I have no
probably.
problem fighting with my neighbors.
I mean, you know, I get it. You know, I there was a time I
saying.
love fireworks. There was a time I'd buy fireworks and shoot them off. I think they're pretty. I think there's a
They're
time for 'em,
beautiful.
but do it on the day.
Mother's Day
Yeah,
is
don't do-
not
right.
appropriate.
Mother's Day is not a good day to do it. St. Patrick's Day, probably not a good day to do it.
Tuesday at 6 o'clock. Just saying.
just
What I can't get is the people that set them off like middle of the day.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
what are you getting out of that?
right.
You
Oh,
don't
that-
see it. It
that's
doesn't do
not
anything.
Didn't
Yeah.
they tell you that's not fireworks? That's
Oh, wait.
gunshots in our
No,
neighborhood.
it's different.
Oh, wait, so we can get in that.
Yeah.
We've had a
I've heard them.
couple, but not a ton.
I've heard them more. Could be gunshots.
Yeah, could be gunshots. Totally fine. I'm good with gunshots.
All right, some fun facts about food sold on 4th of
Wow.
July. What is the top selling food on 4th of July?
I have
Is
a
it
fun fact by the end.
hamburgers? Is it sweet corn? Sweet corn made a list, which was surprising
Oh, I
to
like
me.
sweet corn.
Or is it hot dogs?
Hot dogs.
You think hot dogs?
I know it's hot dogs.
Not a big fan of hot dogs, but yeah.
No.
I think hamburgers.
You think hamburgers? Christine says hot dogs.
It's, I'm torn between those two actually.
Erica?
What do you think, Erica?
It's hot dogs.
You think it's hot
Hot
dogs?
dogs.
Yeah.
All right. Survey says hot
Hot
dogs.
dogs.
Just because they're
Do
easier.
you have a fun fact?
No.
Do you know how long, if you put up every single hot dog that we consume on 4th of July, how long it would be?
No, that's interesting.
Goes back and forth across the U.S. 6 times.
Holy crap.
It's a lot of hot
That's,
dogs.
that's a lot.
lot of hot dogs.
That's a lot of wieners.
It's a lot of wieners stacked up.
So an estimated 150 million hot dogs are sold on July 4th.
Ugh, I don't like hot
That's a
dogs.
lot. Well, they're easy. They're easy for kids.
Well, yeah, and especially if we got a ton of people over, throw some hot dogs at some kids. Okay. I don't
everybody's
know why you're throwing wieners at your children, but
everybody's favorite topic is alcohol. So I found this interesting. So you would this is specific too because it says where does beer rank on the charts for 4th of July consumption away from home, not what's consumed at home.
So not at home at your barbecue.
Right. So somewhere whether you're out at a friend's house.
But
a
if I go
bar,
to your
something like
house,
that
and
we
have a
consider
barbecue,
with
that's away
home.
from
Right.
home.
Right.
So are we
So-
talking number consumed or where it ranks
Where
in-
it ranks
along the line of beverages?
Yeah. Where does it rank?
yeah, for beverages or for food and stuff.
So this is for July 4th, based on any other holidays. So this is just for July 4th.
But like, are we talking beverages? Or are we talking?
Alcohol. Oh, beer. Sorry. Beer.
Where does beer rank on the charts of alcohol consumed?
I'm
Like, am
gonna-
I shooting whiskey
No,
instead
where
of
does
beer?
where does it place for all the other holidays for
Oh,
consumption outside the
now
home.
I'm with
Oh,
you.
gosh,
So
yeah.
not thinking it
That's-
that
I
way.
had to
Thank you, William. Were you
I had
with
to
me on the
explain it.
same?
Yeah,
Christine
no,
says
I was in
eighth.
the same place there.
Yeah, I was like, am I
Ish.
picking iced tea before beer? Like, I don't
Yeah.
understand.
So is
Okay.
it ranked 8th,
On
5th, or
4th of
10th?
July?
On 4th of July. Or
Out of all the holidays,
out of all the holidays on 4th of July,
Where
where do
does-
they rank?
out
Well,
of beer
For beer
consumption,
consumption
away from home.
Yes.
Well, I know it doesn't rank as high as St. Patrick's Day. St. Patrick's
So
Day
you
is
have
all
New
about
Year's.
beer.
You have New Year's.
Yeah.
You have St. Patrick's Day. You have
Christmas.
Chri-
You have Cinco de Mayo.
I don't think
Yeah.
Christmas would be higher.
Christmas
than,
isn't. I'm not going to think it's going to be higher,
Fourth.
but Cinco de Mayo for sure.
Are we counting Cinco de Mayo?
Any,
We are
well,
going to
it's
count
a
Cinco de
holiday.
Mayo. It's going to
still
be
considered a
super
holiday.
It's
higher.
not an American holiday.
Well,
But it's a
nobody does
holiday
get
that we're going to
celebrated here.
celebrate if we can go out and drink.
That's true.
Everybody
Okay.
celebrates Cinco de Mayo here.
Right?
Yeah.
That's true. All right. So what are
I'm
we?
going to go. I'm going to go.
Christine's going 8th.
I'm going to go 5. I'm
You
going to go
go
5.
5th? Okay. What do you think, Wayne?
Because it's beer. Christmas and stuff, you're going to be more like drinky drinks,
Eggnog and stuff
Thanksgiving,
like that.
drinky
No, I get that.
drinks.
I get that.
4th of July, New Year's. Okay.
My first guess was 5, so I'm going to stick with it.
Okay.
Go 5.
I'll go.
It's going
B
to be
for
like
beer.
10.
You're
What do you
what?
go with?
B for beer.
You go with beef
Beef
for
for
beer?
beer.
I like
Oh, there
that.
you
I
go.
like that. I like that thought. It is 8th.
Oh,
They're
okay.
ranked
Eighth?
eighth.
That's right.
Yep.
Really?
So
I
July
call
4th ranks 8th.
shenanigans.
Yeah.
Memorial Day is 5th.
Really?
Labor Day is 10th.
Labor Day beats 4th of July on drinking.
Right? That's interesting.
Really?
Wow.
Really?
Now, what William said, St. Patrick's Day came in
Oh, yeah.
first. They're ranked first.
Give
I
that.
figured
You're
that
right
would be
about
first.
That was good. That was a good choice. Now, when it comes to drinking beer at home, 4th of July was number 1.
Yeah,
Okay.
everybody's.
That
So-
would make more sense.
Yep.
Okay.
Well, I thought that was interesting. That was pretty cool.
Speaking of beer, mine's empty.
What is the most popular wine sold on July 4th? Is it red wine, white wine, or sparkling wine?
Red.
Like sparkling cider?
Yeah, any kind of sparkling. Yeah, like
Is it?
champagne or
I'm not a wine drinker, but isn't red like the most popular wine, period?
Yeah.
kind of. I mean, no. White's pretty
Yeah.
popular too, though.
Oh, I think it's way more in red.
I'm gonna say white.
You're gonna go white. I'm gonna go sparkling. Red, white, and sparkling. Oh.
Christine says red. No pressure, William.
I
I know.
no, I already said red.
Oh,
you-
did
you're
you?
sticking with
Okay.
red? Okay.
Well,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
said
And-
red,
and-
but then you asked if it was like the most.
And Christine saying red, then that makes me more
And
confident.
you'd be right. It is red. So,
Really?
so they rank red ones. Red is 20%, white is 18, sparkling is 13, rosé comes in 11, tied with dessert wines for 11%.
What the hell is a dessert wine?
You'd think
I
like
guess
a
it'd be
super
like your-
fancy sweet wine.
Or even like maybe your red blends would be considered a dessert wine. Or
Wouldn't you think that it would be more of a dessert wine? Because what do you do on 4th of July? Like you always have those fancy cakes and stuff.
yeah, well, you do that on a lot of holidays though.
That's true.
I thought that was cool.
Have blueberry homemade wine. Ooh, Christine, that sounds good.
All right, so Americans plan to spend 7.7 billion on food
Oh,
on 4th of July.
is
Americans-
it double that because of inflation?
I was
would
actually just gonna say that.
because this statistics just came out like last
I
week.
think we're
so
gonna spend that on rams.
Americans
So-
plan to spend 1.4 plus billion on beer and wine.
Really?
Yep.
That's not that much.
If these are new statistics, then does that mean that it was half that last year?
Probably,
Yeah.
probably. That's. I was thinking that too when I was typing that up. 47 million Americans plan to travel more than 50 miles from home for the holiday.
I doubt. I don't.
Travel's up. They're saying the airports are nuts right now.
No, they're canceling everything.
The flights are, but people are still traveling. The
I don't
airports
think
are
I
nuts.
believe that.
I don't think I
What,
believe
that they're
that.
canceling or the travel's up?
That
The
travels up.
Oh, it is.
I don't think
Is
so.
it
You
really?
know, I flew last week.
Well,
and
but
it was
that's
freaking
business travel.
nuts.
Business
No,
travel,
it was-
100% business travel is great.
No.
Traveling to like, I don't know.
When I left Phoenix that
What if
day,
that's
I would
what
have
they're,
never
like,
made my
looking
flight.
at?
Yeah,
What's that?
because business travel 100% is up. Huge.
I don't know.
Business travels up because all the COVID
Yeah,
stuff is,
everybody's
like,
back.
going
Yeah,
down.
I
and we're
think
catching
travel's
up
too,
from it.
though. I think travel's up.
Like just going to, I don't
I see a lot of
know.
Facebook posts where people are flying all over the place, going different places. I see it. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I'll let you know. Well, I'm not flying for another couple
You're not
of
flying
weeks,
next week
so,
because I'm
no.
going to be gone all next week.
Take a poll as you go like down the airplane.
Okay.
Be like, hey, are you
I should
leisure?
video.
Are you leisure? Are you leisure or
Are you
business?
leisure?
Leisure or business?
Business
Why did-
pleasure.
Why did
Business,
Keith get
business,
kicked out
pleasure.
of the airport?
Because he kept asking everybody if he was business or pleasure. And I mean, I don't know if that's like party in the front and business in the back. I don't know.
Then I'll say my name's Boris. Anyway.
My name is Boris Davidson. This is a poll for CTC. Are you business or pleasure?
Right. All right. So a couple of questions. How many?
And then he's gonna have somebody say yes, sir, and he'll be like, oh, so Keith's being arrested. Okay.
How many American flags are sold annually?
Oh, a ton.
I mean, I'm gonna hope for the highest
I'm gonna
number
go
there. So
180.
B.
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 B for bunches.
Everybody's going B. Christine, what do you say? Everybody gauges off what Christine says.
Ooh,
she's
she's going C.
150.
That's
Look
because
at
she's in the middle and
that.
she knows that you picked a higher and a lower.
Christine knows her shit.
I usually judge my odds of being right off of Christine's answer.
Me too.
Now I'm hoping I did this right and it doesn't get both answers at the same time. So let's see if I did. this
Probably
right.
not.
Okay,
Oh,
good.
you did.
I
Good
did it
job.
right. Okay.
See, she's always right.
She got it.
Always.
150 million.
Making a mess.
And did you know that most of those are imported?
Most
Yeah.
of those are what?
Yeah, we don't make our own flag.
We don't make our own flags.
Why
Why would we make anything?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We think we're special.
That's disgusting to me.
'Cause
China
we want
makes everything.
$17
They
an
do.
hour.
That's exactly what it is. And how many
But when
American?
we're spending $7.7 billion on food, I mean, what the fuck do you expect?
So this was cool. How many different American flag designs have there been over the years?
Oh.
Like with the different
Oh.
stars. and
Oh,
all
I
that
heard this.
stuff?
Oh,
Are we counting all the ones that were like
every single one that's been made.
before we got the first one?
I don't know how to answer
We're-
that before you got the first one.
So what's the lady's name who made all the flags?
What was her name?
The flag lady. I got you.
Oh my
But
god!
that was the first American flag.
If I didn't want to
but
remember
she
her
made,
name,
like 20 versions
Like
before they
Beth-
were like, yeah,
um,
high five, that one worked.
Bethany or something.
No,
what the
because-
hell was her name? Oh my
I
god!
think it was Betty who made the flag.
My dad knows this. Dad, who
made the flag?
Betsy.
Betsy Ross.
there you go.
Jesus, I couldn't think of the freaking name.
It would have.
Really
I would
crazy.
have. I would have thought of it if I didn't need to.
Oh God! All right. So,
Betsy Ross on May 29th of 1777, so only a year.
okay, since 1777,
She was paid a large sum of money from the Pennsylvania State Navy Board for making flags. Oh, I didn't know the Navy did it.
Thanks, Post Books.
Thanks, Dad. On June 17th, Congress adopted the Stars and Stripes as our official national flag. Betsy would continue to make flags for over 50.
Don't give any answers away. So stop reading.
Stop.
Stop at that point. Stop
Although-
giving away answers.
I'm gonna go with
And-
27, and I'm totally
Done.
not cheating off of Christine's answer.
Sure, you're not. I
What-
think it is 27 though, because it was however many
You agree with
states
that?
they've added after.
Well, I'd say 51's
Stop
got to be
Googling.
too high, so it's got to be
I'm not
either
Googling.
27
I
or
was reading
36.
Well, it can't be
Christine's
51
answer.
because I think we only have 51 states now right now.
hey, turn your phone over.
No,
Um,
I can't. I'm so sorry.
yeah, I'll go with 27. I was gonna say 51 because I was like, is each state
That's why I threw that number in there.
Well, no, because at the beginning they made
Give
it
it
with
to
so
her.
many
It is
states, and
27.
then they did it every time they added them.
Well,
Then
no,
they
it's-
had to make
it
another
started
star.
with 13 colonies.
Right.
So they started with 13
stars.
and then they
the
started,
stars were
yeah.
the circle.
Yeah.
At that point.
And
Yeah.
then they added more as they added in.
Yeah.
So there's 27 versions of the flag
Right.
that are out there.
So
And I
27.
want all 27 of them.
That'd be cool.
Fucking awesome. I need $7.7 billion.
All right. Some big news on July 4th weekend. Some things that have happened in the last couple of weeks. Supreme Court rulings, which I found some of these interesting. So obviously we all know Roe versus Wade.
Oh, so that
was
was last
overturned.
week. Don't scare me like
But
that.
still, it's all
They're all still
within
upset.
this recent
They're all still mad.
shocks.
Their
that-
panties are still in a bundle.
I mean, I've been loving what the Supreme Court's been doing, all except for
See,
the all
were
except
just
for letting the Biden administration overturn the wait in Mexico policy.
and that's it.
Whatever.
That's in here too. So
I know. We were talking about that. I can't believe you
so
had
June
such good stuff.
23rd, New York took a big hit there, and then court said law-abiding citizens, law-abiding Americans have a right to carry handguns outside the home for self-defense.
That is one of
In
my
New
favorite
York?
things that
Yep.
they've done.
in
Hell
New
yeah.
York. Yep.
Have you
That-
what, been in New York? Come on now.
That's gonna affect like all over the place because they've made that ruling now. So now all these states that don't let their people carry are now going to have to
How can
figure
they
out
do
how
that?
to justify that.
How can they not let you carry with it being the Second Amendment? Like, how can you get away with that?
So I've never been to New York or most of these freaking crazy ass states where you're not allowed to do anything. But I've been to New Jersey once a long time ago, and I got to see their freaking how they handle gun laws, and it is insane. Like the gun stores don't even have stock.
Yeah,
You walk into
yeah.
a gun store, there ain't shit in there because
yeah, 'cause
they
you
can't
can't buy
keep
it.
shit in there because it's pointless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you can't carry a gun outside your house there. You can only carry it if you're going to the range, and it has to be in a locked box in your
Blah,
trunk,
blah,
separate
blah.
from the ammo. And it's insane. It's like, what's even the point?
So
But how do they get away with that with the Second Amendment? That's what I don't understand.
Because their people are stupid and haven't fought them hard enough.
but here that I agree with that. But here's the thing too. So I'm from New York. And
Really?
when I first moved out west, he didn't know I was from New York at the beginning of the show. So I'm making a statement.
Beep, beep, beep,
Eat,
beep,
eat your,
beep.
eat your cookies.
I will.
So when
put
I
a
first
cookie in
moved
your
out,
beer.
when I first moved out west, and I actually saw people carrying firearm on their side, like I immediately thought they were a cop. But then when I realized people walking into banks with sidearms on, and I'm like, what the hell is this? I've never seen anything like this in my life. It was a shock to me. So I think people who grew up in those states
Just don't know any
they just accept it.
different.
That's just
Yeah.
the way it is. They don't know any different until you come out here, and it's like, holy shit, it really is the Wild West out here. It's a whole different.
I
Roping
used to
and
live in
toting
an
and all that.
apartment.
What?
and, I used to live in an apartment, and I remember going down to the laundromat, and I had my 9mm on my hip, and this dude that had I didn't know he just moved into the state, but he came from California, and he like watches me walk into the freaking laundromat, and he's like, "Are you a cop?" Like, do I look like a cop? Like, seriously.
Are you gonna rob the place?
The laundromat. Yep.
The laundromat, yeah.
I'm gonna
Actually,
rob
if I'm
the
gonna
coin
if I'm gonna
machine.
rob anything, that's where I'm going.
I'm stealing all those Tide Pods, damn it. Get out of my way.
I'm gonna eat them too. Mm.
So this one's interesting. June 30th, West Virginia versus Environmental Protection Agency. The court rolled back the Environmental Protection Agency's ability to reduce carbon output of existing power plants, which I found pretty interesting.
I haven't read very much on this one yet.
I don't know much about that one.
I didn't know about it until I read about it today.
I
So-
mean, just going off of the little I know about it, I think Supreme Court did good there because they want all our clean energy
Mhm.
right away and everything else. They want us to do a lot of crap that we're not ready to do.
Ready to do, right?
Like-
Exactly.
Well, and then
And they have unrealistic deadlines on everything.
so speaking of that, so the clean energy thing, everybody's like, oh, go buy a battery car, right? Go buy a Tesla, blah, blah, blah. California then says, oh, can you please not plug in your Tesla every day because we already have rolling blackouts.
Yeah.
Right.
Their
So how do
grid
you
already
expect us-
can't handle
Can't handle
what
it.
they
So
have.
how do you expect us to plug in more things?
Yeah.
And be okay?
Yeah, and I mean, that's just going to become a growing problem.
Oh, yeah. big
Like,
time.
take it here, for example. Our state's exploding. We've got more people moving here than anywhere. Like, freaking
The building's
Chandler.
ridiculous.
For like the last 10, 15 years, Chandler's been one of the
Fucking
fastest growing
crazy,
cities in the
yeah.
United
Now
States.
they're out of space. They don't have anywhere else
Well,
to
first
go.
it was Gilbert. First,
Yeah.
Gilbert was one of the highest, and now Chandler is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And as we grow faster than our freaking power plants expand and,
And water
everything
and
else,
sewer
It's
and
gonna be a
everything
problem.
else.
yeah, we're going to start ending up like California where we're going to have rolling blackouts. And then you try and get every citizen possible to go buy an electric car and plug it in every night.
Not happening.
No.
Not happening.
And what's going to happen when I can't get to work because my car wasn't charged last night because we had a rolling blackout?
Right? Like, what are all those little suckers in California doing?
And
Other than gas generators.
Yeah. Yeah. What-
Right? To charge me.
What surprised me about that ruling is it won 6-3. That surprised me.
Wow.
Yeah, who's the three?
I don't know. Well, the three Democrats we got on
That are left in there. Same as the New York
on the
pistol
Supreme
ones.
Court.
What was,
probably-
What was Roe versus Wade?
Yeah,
It was. I didn't look up those statistics.
It
as to
looks
what
like
Roe versus
6-3
Wade was.
is a common theme.
right. Yeah, well, that's some. Well, and it surprises me being that we're pushing the Green Deal
gotta
so
look that
much.
up.
Except for Biden versus Texas, that's 5-4. I want
Yeah.
to know who the fourth one was.
there was a Republican in there.
Yeah.
So the Biden administration has the authority to reverse a Trump era policy that requires asylum seekers to remain in Mexico while their cases are reviewed in U.S. courts. So just come over here and hang out until your case is decided.
Yeah, I wish they wouldn't have done that because I think the Trump
Ooh.
policy for remaining in Mexico, I think, was a big help.
It helped our border.
Yeah.
Roe v. Wade was
Crisis.
5-4.
Was it really?
It was.
We went
Wow.
from huge numbers of people illegally coming across the border every way they could
Right.
to that number greatly reduced. Unless I'm remembering wrong, which I'm sure somebody in the comments will correct me if I'm
Christine,
remembering
tell
wrong.
him if he's wrong.
But that number shrank massively
It did.
and fast when he put that policy in
Mhm.
place. And they did away with that policy.
And-
And we've
He
already
opened
seen
right back up again.
we've got massive numbers of people coming across border again. And that's when you end up with crazy things like that semi-load of bodies.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Those people that just got ditched, they
Dumped.
got shoved in a freaking semi, no air holes,
No, and
nothing,
they just left him.
no water. And most of them are dead.
Yeah.
There's only
And
a
the-
few
and the-
that they pulled out
And
alive.
they still got the people who brought him over. The smugglers still got that money for it.
Yeah. And we're not just talking men and women, we're talking children, too.
Yeah. Yep.
Mhm.
That's crazy.
It's super nuts.
You said Roe v. Wade was 5-4?
Yep.
Interesting. That's interesting. And then the
Same as Biden, Texas.
this one was good too. The Kennedy versus Bremerton School District. The court sided with the former high school football coach who was fired after leading post-game players in prayer on the 50-yard line.
I really like this one.
I do too. Coaches' prayers at the public school event were protected by the Constitution that guarantees free speech and religious exercise.
So this is my thing so I grew up doing sports forever. Always prayed before, always prayed after. Always did. Always did high fives to the other team. Always did.
Yeah.
It's not anything. Like, why is it a big deal now?
Because it involves prayer, and they want to get rid of that.
They want religions as far separated from anything as they can make it because it goes against all of their narratives.
So again, when we're wondered why we let the devil in our schools.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Uh-oh, Christine, batten down the hatches. We're waiting
I'm
on.
so sorry, Christine. We're praying for you.
We're waiting on. one
Are we
come
allowed to do
earlier.
that yet? I'm not at the 50-yard line.
Hopefully you don't lose power.
I just prayed when I was playing sports. I just prayed. I didn't suck. But
Christine, you need
Right?
to hold
That's
you need
really
to
what
keep
the kids are
power
doing.
until
Like,
after
please
the
don't
quiz.
let us suck too bad. Like,
right.
don't let us lose. Don't let anybody get hurt. Like, it's not some big religious thing that everybody thinks it is. Like, you want your kid not being broken when he's done, right?
Well,
Just saying.
What was even more about that is he wasn't pushing it on anybody.
No.
He quietly on his own went out to
Oh,
the
so it wasn't
50-yard
even
line.
like a whole group thing.
Eventually, some of the other students saw what he was
yeah.
doing and they decided to
yeah.
join him. That was their own
That's their
volition.
choice.
He didn't make anybody.
But
he
if they're
didn't
under
encourage 'em.
18, it's not their choice anymore.
Well, they can still choose to walk out there.
I know, but
if
you
he's-
know, it's that weird.
But
Like-
the thing was is that he wasn't encouraging anybody to do
No,
so.
he did it on his own.
He
went
wasn't-
out there and
he wasn't trying to teach it. He wasn't trying to make it a
he was
lesson.
doing it for him.
He wasn't trying to make it part of the game. It was just his own religious belief. He
Doing
went out
whatever
to
he-
the 50-yard line separate from everybody else. He didn't say nothing to
Yeah.
nobody. You know,
Crazy.
there
And
was
they got
no
an
reason
issue with
for the
that.
school to follow. Yeah, I can't talk. There's
Does
no
that say
reason for the
Hooker
school
up
to
there?
fire him.
Yes,
No,
it says
that's
Hooker.
stupid. I see Hooker.
All right. Florida's parental rights and education law takes effect. Governor Ron DeSantis on March 28th signed a bill that forbids instruction on sexual orientation and
Yes.
gender identity in kindergarten through third grade.
Hell
And this has become the
yes.
biggest freaking deal over there, and it's insane. They've nicknamed it the "Don't Say Gay" bill, which is freaking retarded.
Is that what they called it?
Sorry, am I allowed to say that?
I don't know. Probably not. Is
Yeah.
that what they called it? Really?
Yeah, that's what they've called it. They've called it the "Don't Say Gay" bill, and like every teacher,
I've heard of that, but I didn't know what it was attached to.
Yeah, it's attached to this because they're saying that now they're so like. I remember seeing
You shouldn't say
TikTok,
gay to a third grader.
right? Like this has no place in the
They're in
classroom at
third
that
grade.
age anyway.
No, not at all. They're trying to figure out how to color within the lines.
When we were growing up,
And
we would
not
say,
eat their friend's paste.
like, if our friend
come
did
on.
something stupid, you'd be like, "Oh, that's gay." But
Not even at
it
that
was-
age.
it was
though,
never
third
meant-
grade.
in that way,
No,
you know
No,
what I
it's
mean?
like
Well-
don't be stupid.
Right.
Like I remember seeing a freaking I think it was a reel on Facebook, and it's this teacher over in Florida that's saying that she now has to lie because she's a lesbian, and you know she now can't tell anybody she's a lesbian. Or
You shouldn't. You're a teacher.
Your
Just like
personal
you
life
shouldn't.
has no place in
You
the
shouldn't
classroom.
tell your
Right,
kids
exactly.
if you're married or not.
Exactly.
It does not matter. It is not your job.
When I was going to school, we didn't know shit about our
No.
teacher's personal life.
no, not at all.
Right.
And
Didn't
even-
care.
Even with that,
We're
the
not
only way
your
we knew they
friends.
were married is if it was MS or MRS.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
Didn't
And
even
even
care.
then, did you care that much? No.
Nobody cares.
If you saw a ring or not, nobody cares.
No.
Biden wants an increase on illegal immigrant. Of course he does.
Sure he does. He
more
needs
voters.
votes. Ah,
So this story kind of pissed me off. U.S. flag maker banned by Facebook and PayPal. Flag maker James Stock, however you say that, told Newsmax that he's been banned from advertising on Facebook after he made a hand-painted American flag with the image of former President Donald Trump on it. This is a big deal right now because actually his flags are really nice.
are they? I kind of want
an interview with
one.
him.
Are
Yeah,
they like a flag or like a wood, like a
they're
hand
wood.
painted?
They're painted wood.
Oh,
They're real
that's
pretty. The ones that him and his wife do. And so he made it for a customer. A customer requested it. So
And
they
he
made
made
it
it, and
for
then, of
them.
course, he's
Then the
gonna
customer
promote it.
posted it on Facebook. No, he didn't even put it on
the
Facebook.
customer
The
put
customer did, but then banned them for making it.
That makes no sense.
right?
That makes no freaking sense.
Yeah.
Elon Musk, can you buy Facebook
If you-
too? That'd be fucking awesome.
If you get a chance, we're still,
Fuck
are we-
PayPal.
Are we still green checked? We
We're
are,
good.
okay.
Fuck PayPal.
If you get a chance, watch the video because it's interesting. And Newsmax did an interview with him. So
How do we look
I'll
him
have
up?
to look that up.
Just
Is
go
he
on.
on? Is
He's on
he?
Newsmax. Go on Newsmax.
I know, but how do we look him up to buy one?
I don't know. He's probably
Oh,
he's
we
probably
gotta do
banned
that.
on Facebook now. So
Well, I know he's banned on Facebook. Can we look him up on Rumble or Getter or something?
maybe I don't know.
And of course, if he's off Facebook, he's off Instagram.
Right.
Oh,
But he could be on TikTok.
well, not necessarily. I
Could
got
be.
banned from
you
Instagram
sell
without
stuff
getting
on
banned from
TikTok?
Facebook.
I think you can.
I've
Yeah.
never been on TikTok. It's from China.
It's my last resort.
China.
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 I can't say it right. I'm so sorry.
So
Don't you just miss the way I said China?
right.
I really do.
In China.
I really do.
I missed the mean tweets more than anything.
I didn't have Twitter, so I don't miss anything.
I wonder if Elon's going to let him back on Twitter.
You know he fucking
will.
is.
You know
Come
he
on
is.
now. I'd give it to him with the gold platter. I'd
So
make it all big and be like,
Right?
So fireworks displays are fizzling in many U.S. Counties. Fireworks displays have been canceled or rescheduled in many U.S. cities and counties this year due to supply chain issues, labor shortages, and concerns over potential wildfires. Meaning the third straight Independence Day with dark skies for some, according to news reports. Sorry.
except for our neighborhood.
Fireworks have shown
Right?
have so far been canceled in Phoenix, Flagstaff, North Lake Tahoe, Imperial Beach, California, College Park, and Ocean City, Maryland, Lakewood, and Parker, Colorado, and Galveston, Texas, among others.
Yeah,
So
because
it's
we got a
interesting.
thing Dad said we got a thing in the mail saying that they're not doing it. Because it's
Interesting.
literally right across the street from my dad's house.
Yeah. I was hearing that on the radio that there was a lot
Yeah.
of places canceling.
People are all upset about it.
It's crazy.
Schnepp's still gonna do it. We'll be good.
Oh, I mean, we don't really need Snap. We're going to have the Circle Cross fireworks show.
Which is bigger than Snap anyway.
Fucking
So
shit.
It
No,
really
seriously.
is.
Did you hear what they're doing? Like big old water park. They're gonna have water slides and all this other stuff down at the park.
What?
Yeah.
Here?
Yes.
Yeah. in the main,
our
in the
park
main park,
thing.
yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, that's fucking awesome. That's great. It's fucking great.
It is. No, come on, it is.
No, it's not.
It's
Yeah, it
totally
is.
great.
It's good for the community. Why is it not good?
Because they're gonna light like everybody's house on
I'm not
fire.
talking about the fireworks.
They can
part
light
of
my
it.
house
I'm
on
talking
fire,
about-
bitch. Build
I'm
that
talking
thing.
about putting events on.
Oh
for
no, I just put a
kids.
new roof on.
No,
Don't
shut
light
up.
the
Don't be
house on
saying that
fire.
No, I think events for the kids are good. I'm not saying because of the fireworks aspect of it.
Keith likes
I don't
children.
think they need to. I do. They need. Would you
Nobody
rather
else
them
does.
sitting home playing video games? I'd rather.
I'm fine
them
with
be out
that.
in the
They're
park
still dumb
playing.
as shit. It ain't gonna make a difference.
Let's go to
Whether you
Lindsay.
take them out for 4th of July or
Let's
whether
go to
you take
Lindsay's
them out-
hooker of the week. She can talk about this. All right, you got this story.
Did you try to cut me off there? Is
I
that what
really
you did? You
tried.
didn't want me to
I
talk
wasn't
about the
quick
stupid
enough
ass
on
children?
I wasn't quick
Okay.
enough on the button.
I didn't know this. So I'm literally reading what you wrote. I just read a little snippet about it. So apparently R. Kelly, which Keith didn't know who R. Kelly was. Don't know.
Wow,
why.
I'm getting a lot
Really?
of looks right now.
Don't know why I'm going to
I-
marry this
I-
man.
I-
I'm just saying.
I probably know his music, but I didn't know who he was. I know by name. I don't know who he was.
So hooker of the week, R. Kelly, the multi-platinum R&B artist whose musical legacy became intertwined with dozens of accusations of sexual abuse, was found guilty on Monday of serving as the ringleader of the decades-long scheme to recruit women and underage girls for sex. The jury in New York deliberated for about 9 hours before convicting the singer of all 9 counts against him, including racketeering and 8 violations of an anti-sex trafficking law known as the Mann Act.
Wow.
Probably not a good name.
That's all the time. 9 hours. That's all they needed to decide he was. Yeah.
Of 9 counts.
9.
You know, the
counts.
first 5 minutes were like, he's guilty, right? Yeah, fucking yeah. Okay, let's sit here and pretend like we did our job.
And this is
Right.
like we talked about. This has been going on for a long time.
It had to have been. So he was always like Mr. Smooth, you know, like Mr. Smooth. So it really doesn't surprise me too much.
It's freaking terrible though. I didn't hear
But
shit about this.
didn't hear
until the
nothing about it.
conviction.
No,
Y'all-
Christine, I probably know his music, but I didn't know him by name. Sorry. And I'm a musician, so that's pretty bad.
It's not music you would have sung.
Probably not.
So I want to know why they made us watch. What the hell was?
Johnny Depp. and Amber
Yes.
Heard.
Oh my god.
Well,
Because he slapped her, bro. Suck it up. Fucking seriously.
Well,
Seriously. What woman is gonna go? He slapped you?
because everybody loves Johnny Depp.
I don't care.
Not everybody.
They're gonna see
loves
his
R.
ass.
Kelly.
They're gonna
I
see
didn't
his
even know who he
ass
was.
whooped after he slaps a woman. I'm just gonna let you know that right now. Slap me. The pictures of your ass whooped is gonna be a lot better than me tramping you. Come on now.
Hey, but
So-
he's getting 300 million to do Pirates of the Caribbean. So
Hell yeah.
actually,
Are they
they've
doing
been-
another
they've-
one?
No, they've said that that's just a rumor.
oh really?
Oh,
That's
so
not right.
It got shut down.
excited.
Okay.
It got shut down.
Fact checkers.
I, just
I
got-
wish. I
I'm
would
like,
love to see it happen, but I don't
fucking-
think Disney's smart
I-
enough to get him back.
You want to know what I want to do?
He's not worth that.
We're
much
gonna
money.
100% squirrel moment on this. I want to go to Disneyland and I want to run around like he does all through Disneyland.
dressed up like a pirate.
Yes. Nobody's with me. Nobody's gonna go with me. Apparently, I'm doing it by myself.
So I found this chart pretty interesting today. Inflation over the past 22 years.
Dang, look at that spike.
Can I go back to
That's ugly.
2009? Can we go back
No.
to that?
That's fucking ugly.
Why did that happen? Because the economy freaking
Because we crashed. But look at where that is. We hit that in 2020.
But so in 2023, as the chart goes on, you're going to see another dip like that because that's what's going to happen. Because that's what it's going to take to clean
It's the only
up
way it's gonna
the
happen.
mess.
You know, your
He's a
thing with
downer.
the support. God, what
Push
a nice
it
of me to
up.
not be able to talk right. Jesus.
Okay,
Oh,
Joe Biden.
You're
That-
you're not that far away, lady.
Right?
You're.
He's gonna throw a cupcake at me.
I'm thinking about it.
Lindsay's
Your
hyped-
thing with the Supreme Court rulings.
Yeah.
You're actually missing a good one.
Oh, am I?
You are.
My Cayman Jack margaritas.
The Carson versus Mankin. Is that the right one?
Which one is that?
Yeah. So, was it Maine? State legislature had tuition programs for parents to be able to put their kids in
Like
private schools and
okay.
everything else.
Alright.
You know, to make sure everybody got fair right to education.
Right.
But they weren't allowing it at secular religious schools.
Hmm.
They were deeming
Oh, so like I
not
couldn't go to like a
eligible.
private Christian school.
them. You could go to a private school where they're going to try and indoctrinate your kids into thinking that the little boys are little girls.
But I couldn't go to like a private Christian school or a Catholic school.
The
Okay, Christine's with
So
me.
the
She'll run
first-
with me. I knew
so the
you
first
would.
court that they went through sided with the state. The Court of Appeals sided with the state, so they took it to the Supreme Court
Court.
level,
Yeah,
and the Supreme Court
was
said,
like,
"Fuck the state."
Right.
no, yeah, you can't do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's insane. Like, why? I'm all for it. Like, you want to put your kid in private school, bro, go for it. Like, you want to take the student loan out to put your kindergartner in whatever, like, go for it.
But the funny thing is, nobody's freaking talking about
No.
that one.
Right.
The media's not talking
That's
about
just like
that
the
one.
shooting.
And I looked up the Supreme Court cases and I didn't find that one today.
The
'Cause I
only-
would have put that one up there.
The only reason I was able to find it was because when I was listening to the radio, there was a literally only three words
Snippet.
said about it.
Yeah.
And I went looking for it from there
When you
That's
found
because
it.
I was like, what the hell
insane.
is that?
Yeah.
You know, so yeah,
They had to do their
Nobody's
3 words so
talking
the
about
fact
it.
checkers didn't come after him.
That's another big win, man.
I actually should have
awesome.
sent that to you.
Yeah,
That's super
I
Awesome.
didn't think about it till we were heading over.
I'm interested to see what what else is going to be done?
Oh yeah, Supreme
Like,
Court's
can
on a
we
roll.
see? Yeah, can we see what the Supreme Court has like in holding?
I'm sure you can. I'm sure there's a way to see it. It's got to be public.
Does it seem like they're just whipping shit out right now?
It seems like
It
it
really
right?
does. Like,
Like,
what are
just-
we?
But
what
here,
are we
What
just?
else can we approve?
Yeah, like what are we distracting from
Exactly.
Yeah, but hold-
that
but-
we should be watching?
But wait a sec. It's all coming in our
It doesn't,
favor,
but that makes
though,
me
you
even
know?
more curious. That
Yeah.
makes me even
Yeah.
more
I
curious.
don't know.
That's like
So we're
some
gonna give you Roe
shady
versus
manipulative
Wade.
tactics.
Yeah, like we're gonna give you Roe versus Wade, but we're gonna like blow up the power plants. Like what's
Blow
Yeah,
up power
right?
plants.
Shut up! Don't laugh.
So
You want
actually,
to know what? You want to know what? When that happens, I'm just gonna say right now. I told you so.
it's so funny that you even said that. So there's a power plant, and I think it was out in Texas that is
Bring your mic up a little bit. It's hard to
Did
hear.
they
that.
blow it up?
no. So what this power plant does is they split atoms, right?
Oh, okay,
Okay,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
And they tried to do this like 10 years ago.
Christine.
Is that no like the graph that you just had on was
Yeah.
that like 10 years ago when our economy dipped
Uh-huh.
to crap?
Yeah.
Okay. So like right before that dip is when they split all the atoms and it like didn't work and the plant blew up.
Oh.
And they're gonna be doing that this week again because they
Where at that same
Re-
plant?
yeah.
Okay, good. At least it's not ours. That's fine.
It's in
No,
Texas.
no, no. I think
It's in Texas. That's totally good.
But yeah, no, they're supposed to be splitting atoms this week.
Interesting.
But
It's
like
not.
on a deeper level or something.
Oh, I gotta look that
stronger
up. That
about
I
it.
makes
mean,
me super like intrigued because I
is-
love that stuff.
Isn't
Yeah.
that how you create a nuclear
I was
explosion?
gonna say, yeah.
No, that's when you put them
Mm.
back together.
Really?
Huh?
When you put them, when the atoms go back
They come
together,
back
that's
together,
what
it
makes the
creates
energy.
that reaction. Yeah.
Pulling them apart doesn't hurt. It's when they go back together. So if you don't actively pull them apart and they get back together, that's when that shit blows up.
Well, hopefully it all goes fine this time.
Okay.
Hopefully, we're praying. We don't want to see that big dip.
We don't want to be like, oh, that's where Texas was. Look at that smoke.
right?
bunch."
Yeah. Yeah. It's
You
like
think we're far enough
California now.
away?
Texas
Can
is
you
now
do
half the size it was yesterday.
Right? Yeah.
Can you do it in
exactly.
California? That'd be great.
There's now Texas East and Texas West
Right? And there's
with a river in the middle.
Yeah, there's a
They-
hole there.
They no longer have an immigration problem.
Right? Yeah, right. Exactly.
No, they cleared that out real good.
One of my favorite quotes, and I think it's appropriate. What's going on in our country? Freedom is never more than one generation away from extinction. We
Fucking
didn't pass it
shit.
on to our children in the bloodstream. It must be fought for, protected, and handled on for them to do the same. Or one day we'll spend our sunset years telling our children and our children's children what it was once like in the United States where men were free. Ronald
I
Reagan.
think that's gonna be us.
I mean, he is dead accurate.
It truly is though, because where did we learn our stuff? Just like look at religion in our houses and our families and everything. We grew up with it, whether we were religious or not. We had that respect. It's not necessarily a religion, it's a respect. You respected your elders, you respected your teachers, you
Yeah.
respected other people, especially outside of your home, because
Yeah.
you knew your mom was going to beat the shit out of you if you went to the neighbor's house and was mean
Yep.
to their mama. Like you knew better than that.
And these kids like don't.
No,
They like
one
don't
generation,
anymore.
one generation. And that's how it changed.
Yeah, each successive generation is just getting worse and worse. For
It
Because
seems
each
to be,
generation
yeah.
thinks, oh, I was so held on and I was never able to do anything and I was so abused and blah, blah, blah.
it's freaking terrible.
They're just
And-
so damn entitled to everything.
And that's what we've given them though.
And what's
That's what we give them. So I was our cake lady that we're looking into. We all might have maybe found a cake lady. We're not sure. So I
where
was
did this
reading
conversation just go?
right. So I was reading through her posts and she said like the lady couldn't pay for her cake, that she made this beautiful sunflower cake for her daughter's like 15th birthday, right? And she takes pictures of it as she makes it and is really pretty. And she says, oh, and then the mom comes back to me and says, oh, can I get like a super discount on the cake because I bought my daughter her AirPods and her iTablet and her iPhone and I just don't have any more money for the cake. And she
Wow.
was, oh, and an Apple Watch. And she was like, oh, I'll take the watch.
right.
Right?
For payment.
You're giving a 15-year-old a phone, AirPods, a watch, and a tablet
That's over $1,000 right there.
Yeah,
over
that's-
like $3,000.
No,
A
not
That's
that much, but it's
ridiculous.
over-
phone
it's
is
over.
a phone is $1,000.
Yeah, phone's
Yeah, but that doesn't
$1,000.
mean that
An
she paid
Apple
for it outright.
Watch?
That's
She
like
paid-
Well, I
600,
know, but still
700.
in total, I'm like,
Yeah, maybe $2,000.
you
I don't
gave
care
this
if you're making
kid,
payments. That's
you
insane.
gave this
Right.
kid, a 15-year-old child, Yeah, no, fuck you.
But this is also the generation I want to talk about. Go back to Roe v. Wade for a minute, because my generation, I see people on Facebook and I see all these women that are so pissed off about Roe v. Wade. And, they talk about how, they believe in abortion. Not the,
Oh, okay.
not the man, but we talked about how to prevent being in that situation. But you also look at today's generation, and we're teaching kids sex in kindergarten to third grade. How can we not think there's going to be a problem?
Yeah, I mean, the simple fact that we have to have a law to prevent teachers from talking about
pushing
gender,
their sex
gender assignments, sex,
on
all
a
that.
third grader. What's
Yeah.
a third grader?
No,
8. Third grader's 8. How old's a third
It
grader?
was third graders.
not even just third grade.
No,
it's
kindergarten. But I'm
to
saying
third
kindergarten
grade.
to third grade.
Third
What's a
grade.
third grader? 8.
About 10, right? 10 or 8?
No,
10?
10's like-
no.
No.
I have no
because
idea.
Katie's 11 and she's like what, going into 5th?
No,
Okay.
she's going into 6.
So maybe it is 8.
So
7
like
or 8.
6 to 8.
She
no,
just finished
'cause-
fifth.
Because 5th grade, because kindergarten's 5, first grade's 6, second grade's 7, third grade's 8. So 8-year-old
Yeah.
ish. But depending on when you were born, how
Okay.
that goes. Like an 8-year-old dude at 8, like I had no fucking idea what was going on in the world. Like,
Right.
you want me to know what gender I am? I sit to pee. Like, what do you want from me? Like, that's the extent of what I know.
But even that,
I got an innie, not an outie. Like, what do you want from me?
Shit.
great job. By the way, Christine, great job.
I know.
That makes me happy that there are people like you out there.
Because you beat the shit out of them, huh?
Yeah, exactly. But that's the problem is, the way we're raising these kids, we're setting them up for these failures. We're setting them up to get pregnant at 15, right? I mean, it just,
But see, that's the thing. So you say we, like parents who have raised their kids to be this way. I haven't raised my kids to be this way, and you should meet my kids.
Well, you have
Yeah.
an exception.
Like-
Yours
Like-
is fucking crazy.
The one.
But
I'm not
the other
disagreeing
one-
with
he's
you.
so
Like,
cute.
No, but the other one, the older
Oh, the
one.
older one. Okay.
You know what I mean? Like she wasn't raised that way either. And I tell you what,
She's still learning it. She's still picking it up from somewhere. The
But
over
Which
entitledness.
is,
the,
and I get that. It is. It's society, 100%.
So
But you're
publicly
hoping,
drawn.
Right.
you're hoping, yeah, we're too worried about what
There's
everybody else
very
thinks.
little you can do as a parent to mitigate that.
Yeah.
Because whether they get it from you in the home, they're getting it from
Everybody else.
Yeah.
And you're hoping that they're not going to care what everybody else thinks, but they do because that's the way they were raised.
well,
Right.
they're learning this so many different ways. So like the school system is
awful.
fucking broken.
Yeah.
This kid should have failed 3 years in a row, and
But
they
it-
just keep pushing her through
and
because
it-
the only thing they care about is those
money.
graduation stats.
Well, and exactly. And that's when it comes down to the point to where the parents need to be like, you're not the right school for me. Like, if you keep pushing this on and
But
you
they're
keep
all
saying
like
that this is
that now.
okay,
You
but
can't
there's
get
not
away
going to
from
be.
it.
There's not going to be. There's going to be a
Mine's
charter
been to
school.
4 schools. 4.
We've been in 4 schools. We've had the same result in each one, and she was in a traditional academy as well.
Really?
same
Yeah.
problem.
Same
Yeah.
problem. The whole
I'm-
system is broken.
It
They
is.
don't get
These
students
look
if they don't have the high graduation stats,
And I
and
get
they don't
that.
get money if they don't have the high graduation stats.
Yeah.
So they're literally
And you're
like,
not going to get money with my kid. I'll go somewhere else.
Word for word, they said, we do not graduate these children just based off of grades.
What do you do it
That's
off
insane.
What are you doing then?
That's
Because
insane.
she's cute? Like,
Yeah.
you're just gonna get her.
Because she's adorable?
Like
She's
what?
great. You want to see my 2-year-old? He's adorable too. You're going to give him a college
he-
education? Like, what
Yeah.
are you doing?
Yes.
But
Well,
also to your note, that's a good point that you made, when I said we, but you also look at some of the parenting structure too. So you have a daughter and a son. Your son's not in school yet or
daughters.
nothing,
Not
right?
yet.
Oh, 2 daughters? I think he has a son too.
They
And
do.
then-
He's little.
Okay,
He's a
okay.
baby.
He's a baby. So
20-year-old, an 11-year-old, and a 2-year-old.
so you can't control their circle of friends. Okay?
Exactly.
So
Right.
you don't know what their parents are teaching
telling
their
that
kids and
kid.
what those kids are bringing
Exactly.
into your kids' lives.
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And
I mean,
especially if you let them go to somebody else's house, like
Right.
you've met the parents are not going to kill them, which essentially is what you want them not
but
to
you
do.
don't know.
But you don't know what they're watching, what they're talking about
Right.
at the dinner table or
But-
any of that.
So, like, my kids come from a split home. I am not with my girls as dads.
Yeah.
Right.
And I do say dads. I mean, I had my
Me
kids
and
10
Dad,
years
yeah,
apart.
absolutely.
They have 2 different dads,
Right.
2 different kids. So when they went to their father's house, I can't control what their influence is over there either. So
Yep.
it's like you have such
Limited.
little reign.
Yeah.
The only thing that you can do as a parent is to not reinforce those outside influences in your own home. But
it's hard though when you're split like
such
that.
a
Like, what do you?
struggle. It really is,
Yeah.
because even if you don't enforce it, it's there.
Yeah.
They're gonna pick it up.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. You
Just
can't,
hope they don't become a murderer.
You can't just blame
Right.
it. You can't blame
Yeah.
it on just one thing. It's a culmination of
It's
things.
so many
Yes.
things.
It's
It's
so
so
many
many things put
things that-
together.
It's the
I've just
direction our
built.
society's going.
Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely.
And it's sad. We've taken all the good out of so many things, and they expect it to not be replaced with shit. And
Right.
that's what it's replaced with.
Well, and then it's that entitlement. Oh, I showed up. You need to give me whatever.
Oh yeah, participation
what the
trophies.
I mean, you know
fuck?
me. I don't raise my kids to be entitled. I am
No,
never an
absolutely
entitled
not. You don't deserve anything. Like you're breathing. You're not dead. Good job.
You're
That's
good.
person.
Right.
Right. Yeah.
Like
I-
that's your
Congratulations.
that's your
Made it through the day.
participation award. You're still standing.
I tell them constantly,
Good job.
you need to earn.
Yeah,
you need
absolutely.
to work your butt
You have
off.
to prove
need
it. You have to prove
know,
it to me.
But it's
Not
like
even that. You have to prove it to
parenting
me.
now is 10 times way 10 times
I can't even
harder.
imagine. With
Because-
social media and everything else,
Yeah.
I can't even imagine.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're screwed up 7 ways to Sunday.
And unless you're going to make your kid live in a bubble and never have exposure to social
okay
media,
with that too.
homeschool them, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that has social ramifications
Your
too, though.
bubble
Yeah.
Oh,
is
yeah.
only in
There-
your home.
Well, that's what I'm
the
saying. That's what I'm
thing.
saying.
Yeah.
though. So,
And as
so
soon
if
as
you
they
were to
leave-
force your child to be in the home all the time, not hanging out with
Yeah.
friends, not go to
That's
school,
the
you
only.
know.
That's our only hope
but-
right now. It seems like.
But I mean, we did that with COVID. Look what happened, right?
Right.
I mean,
Rock hard
Fucking-
place because you got downsides no matter what you do.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
So now you have the kid that can't socially adjust or talk to anybody, and then but you know that he's not going to murder everybody because he's not a dumbass. Like, what do you know?
So we need to change society.
Mhm.
That's
I
what we need
agree.
to do. We need to change society.
With a 9 or 4, sorry.
Yeah, we've got too many things we've gone the wrong direction on, and we need to start getting shit straightened out.
I agree.
Yes, I agree, Dad. But it's different now with the whole social media thing because people, I don't know. See, kids were pretty mean when I was a kid,
But it's not.
but you
it's
learn how to
not
whoop
peer
an
pressure.
ass.
It's not peer pressure.
It's not.
Pure influence.
And it's
But
not
you learned
even,
how to. But you learned how to not deal with it. Like peer pressure and peer influence is all the same, even from back in the day. Like peer influence would be, oh, I'm not part of the cool crowd because I don't wear whatever jeans. I mean,
well, it's one thing dealing with peer pressure when you're a kid and you got a bunch of other kids telling you, hey,
don't
let's
be
do this.
dumbass because you look retarded. Yeah,
But
I mean,
when you're a kid and you have adults like teachers and
Mhm,
whatnot
and the
telling
people
you
you're
this
supposed to
stuff
be
that
looking up to.
contradicts, yeah,
that's the
like,
problem.
When we were kids and we had peer pressure, it was like, hey, everybody's doing it. You want to go?
Why aren't you doing it?
Yeah.
Let's
and,
go.
And that was the pressure. They put the pressure
Yeah,
on you.
like we're all doing it. Why aren't you doing it?
Now it's like it's like I don't even know how to do it's so much different. It's like my mom's gay. Oh, what's gay? I want to be gay.
Right.
Well, I'm gonna be made gay because
And
I
they-
like your mom and she's cool.
Well, not only that,
Right.
you've got all these
Yes.
adults glorifying it like
Right.
it's
Well,
the greatest thing. And
so-
if you're not part of this movement, then
You're an outcast.
Yeah,
Yes.
you
So
don't
one
deserve to
of-
exist.
one of my friend's daughters, and I'm gonna say it just like that, is 9 now, maybe 10. But when she was 8, it was like 2 years ago. She goes to her mother and says, "I'm gay." Her mom's like, "You're fucking 8. What? You don't even know what gay means."
Right.
You're happy?
You are not.
Yeah,
old
like
enough
you're
to
happy. I don't even understand
word.
that. She's been on YouTube, can tell you what a lesbian is, can tell you what a vagina looks like, can tell you how you put a dildo in a vagina because she's learned all this on YouTube. Oh, 100%. 100%.
At
So-
8,
At 8, because she has a tablet in her bed that she watches at night before she goes to sleep.
I
So-
would be smashing that tablet with a fucking
But
hammer.
how do you
Right.
know until you get to this point?
Right.
That's what's
Now
terrifying.
the damage is already
is
done.
you gave it to her and you're like, oh, hey, and you're hoping that, I mean, I didn't know that shit was out there on YouTube. Are you kidding me?
I didn't
This
believe
is
that.
why my boy is not going to have his own electronics that I don't monitor. From.
Not even that. Why do you need electronics? Honestly, truly.
My kids, yeah. they
Why do
don't-
you need them?
Well, and that's my point I want to bring up. So when we were kids and we were raised,
We're a whole nother world.
we
though,
we
honey.
are, but this is my point. So my point is, we talk about being influenced. Okay, we were all influenced at some point in our
Yes.
childhood.
We were all
do you,
pressured
but
and we
do
were
you
all.
think social media and technology makes it worse because not only now are you influenced by your peers, but now you have all this other stuff coming at you that's
Yeah.
trying to influence you at the same time. So would you say kids today are more easily
Worse?
influenced than they were back when we
I
were
think
kids?
they're 100% more easily. Yes.
I think that there's two parts of this.
Okay.
Yes, you have all of that coming in, and it makes it a lot easier. It's more readily available to them.
Mm-hmm.
But on the other hand, so like when we were kids, we went outside. We didn't have parental control.
No, we had
hard
nobody
knocks.
watching us.
We like if we fucked up, like the neighbor either kicked our ass or sent us home.
Right.
Like,
Or told your mom or dad or something like
exactly.
that.
They don't have that kind of like hard knocks.
Yeah. Right.
So they're not
Mhm.
maturing as fast as we did either. So you have like these 13-year-olds with the mentality of an 8-year-old.
An 8-year-old. Yeah.
Because they've
learning
never
all
been through
these
anything.
20-year-old things that would be
Because it's
common.
readily available.
Exactly. And not knowing what to do with it, not knowing how to store that information, not knowing how to use that information, not knowing how to like either let that play into them or
Effectively.
not.
Christine, I would tend to agree with that statement that you say, but here's the problem.
Except for the fact that they can get through
I was
it
gonna
probably
say,
easier than we
The
could.
kids nowadays, when it comes to electronics and technology, they're smarter than we are, and they figure shit out a lot quicker than we do. In a
And
lot
not
of
only
ways, I
that,
think.
parental controls don't actually stop everything. So like when you're on YouTube,
Only
there's
the way
a-
it's only the way you label it.
yeah. Well, there was
Because we label ours as over 18 and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
If I really want to show porn to kids, I can easily label it as not.
well, there was people that were intentionally doing that at one point. They
Mhm.
were making videos that legit look like kids videos. It opened up with this cartoon
Mhm.
thing and
Or
You
first
know,
10 minutes or whatever.
yeah, and then all of a sudden it switched to this super adult content, everything, and it's like the parental controls did not catch it.
Yeah, Dad.
We need to hold social media accountable. I agree with that 100%.
We got fact checkers for fucking everything else. Shit.
I agree with that 100%. I mean, I think back to when I was a kid, when you go to a movie, an R-rated movie, they checked your ID at the door. If you weren't 18, you
Right.
weren't
Did
getting
they
in that
really?
R-rated movie. Yeah. I mean, PG-13 was PG-13. You couldn't get in unless you were 13.
PG-13 nowadays is fucking
But nowadays,
soft porn.
it's not even ratings. It's
Right.
on TV. It's in front of you. I
It's
mean,
everywhere. Yeah.
we were talking about shows that we watched. We were talking about Sons of Anarchy. I love that show, but like the sex scenes in that show were just
I haven't
any,
seen
any
it. I wanna see it.
kid could
But
watch
dude,
that on network
You've
television.
seen Sons of Anarchy.
I haven't
you
seen
know?
Sons of Anarchy. But what's the dragon one?
Game of Thrones, same
Game
thing.
of Thrones. Dude, he was like, my parents love this show. And I was like, what? This is like soft porn. Oh my God. I'm
But
like,
it's true.
this is-
That's what's standard now. That's what's in all the shows we watch. It's so like you said, they're getting hit from all the sides. Hey, I mean, tell me, mom and dad sitting on the couch watching a TV show.
Are they going to turn it off
Couch
when
is
we watch
facing the
it?
TV. Who knows if Buddy's behind you watching what you're watching on TV?
Have you seen
You don't
like
know?
the kids shows? So like Nickelodeon and Disney.
No.
No, I don't watch that show.
Oh, like all the new shows.
We watch
that
it with
they
the
came out
dogs.
with, like there's always going to be like a trans kid in them.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
always going to be
Oh, yeah.
like the gay kid in
So
them.
we changed
They are
the
purposely
channels
doing
and
that.
movies.
they're
Oh, yeah, 100%
absolutely-
they
they're
are. We
purposely
change
doing
it. Anytime there's a show and I'm like, of course there's a fucking gay guy in it. Why would there not be? Why would there not be?
Well, look at the new Buzz Lightyear. They have the gay kiss.
They took it
in
out,
there.
right?
Really?
They disapproved it.
Did they? Did
Uh-huh.
they?
That was the biggest thing is that Disney said no because there were so many people that complained about it.
My grandchildren connected to.
I
my
hadn't
Google
heard
account.
about that with the Buzz
Start
movie.
watching things I'm not allowed to watch.
That was a
See,
big thing. There's a big gay kiss.
Christine, I think that's a great. It's a great start. It really is. But there's so much more
But
to
how
it.
do you?
that
So if you have 5 kids, Christine, like how do you watch that?
you get an alert every time. I mean, you have.
Well, I
you
know,
always have
but
to
do
be
you
on
sit
top
there
of it.
and watch the whole thing? Like he said, if the first 10 minutes look like a kid show, are you going to watch it for more than 10 minutes?
Yeah, but there's a rating on the show, though. They'll get that rating. They'll know
But
if a
they're
kid should be
getting-
watching.
They're
it.
getting
the
whatever-
rating based
whatever
off of like what
They've
they
put on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
who
True,
knows?
True.
I
The
mean, that's what
ratings are wrong.
sucks.
We need
It's
to
just
change.
hard.
We need to change society and stop
We need
putting
to
that
start
shit out there. I
beating the
mean,
shit out of people who
back
put
in-
that stuff out there.
back in the day, you could watch a good movie without having porn in it. You could
Yeah,
watch a good
right.
movie without being gays and lesbians. I mean, again,
They were always there.
they were always there, but it wasn't.
Somebody's
pushed
always got
in
an
front of
auntie
you.
something
It
or
wasn't,
other
It
that,
wasn't
you
in
know-
your face like this movie's got a gay scene in it, so it's got to be. It's like
It's got to be
come on. I
good.
mean,
Yeah, that's the bitch of it now. They're trying to shove it down your
Right.
throat because it's all about It's all about you
Equality
got to
and everything.
accept it, you know?
Okay. I accept that you be gay. You be gay over there. You be gay all you want, boo boo.
Right.
But I'm religious. Can I shove that down your
Right,
throat?
exactly.
Oh, I can't?
Exactly.
Why?
Exactly.
Why is that different?
And the real bitch of it is they've always said, we just want to be accepted. We don't want to shove it
Bro,
down
nobody
anybody's
fucking
throat. But
not
now that's all
accepted
they're
you.
doing is shoving
Nobody,
it down our
Right.
throats.
nobody not accepted you. We all had a dude in high school or a chick in high school who you knew you were like,
Right.
I really don't want you over at my sleepover. Like, we're good. Like everybody had one. Everybody had one. And so when they finally came out and like found the other one gay person, you're like, oh, like cool, whatever. Like nobody cared.
If two men or
Why
two
is
women want
it-
to be together and that's what makes you happy, and that's
Bro,
what,
do
go for
whatever
it.
you
Yeah.
want.
Do whatever you want to do.
You
Nobody's-
do it. Oh, whatever. Don't shove it down my throat.
Right.
That's when you're gonna piss me off.
Yeah. I don't need to see it everywhere I look. I don't need
Nope.
to hear about it everywhere
I don't need to
look.
hear
It
about
doesn't
boys
need to
and
be
girls getting it on
incorporated in
every 5
everything.
seconds either. Like, bro, that's your business. Do it behind your closed doors.
I think you meant to say the adult fiction that I write, not you write.
That
Yeah.
you write. I don't write, Dad.
But that's true. I mean, you're always saying that your books are, you know, have
Yours
a lot of-
was a little over the top.
Yeah,
and
but
I was
when
a
you-
little like, woo.
I'm trying to make a point.
I was like, I can't believe Dad wrote this.
His still isn't nearly as
Oh
bad
no,
as
it's
some
not
of the
dirty
shit
or
out
nasty
there.
or anything. No, I was just a little taken aback.
But we just got to stop living in this society where we have to shove everything down everybody's throat.
So
It's
this
like,
is the issue is going to come is when everybody you have to stand up for it, like the Buzz Lightyear movie. Okay, well everybody will just go, but it's just that one scene. What's that thing I was telling you? Oh, sorry, now I remember. So I'm so sorry.
have another
So
cookie.
I think it was about the Buzz Lightyear movie. So it was this thing on Facebook. It was this dad telling the kids wanted to go to see the Buzz Lightyear movie. And he was like, no, because it has this scene in it. And like, we don't believe in that. And they were like, oh, but it's just a little bit. It's not a bunch. It's just one little scene. It's just a couple seconds. Like, it's fine. And he said no. And the kids were all mad and they went to bed. So the next day he made some brownies. Had just a little baby bit of dog poop in it. Just a little bit. It was just a little baby bit. They tasted totally fine, smelled it. You never would even know that they're in there, but the kids wouldn't eat it. You have to throw it out. I don't want it in my life. I don't want it in the house. I don't want it anywhere. But you wanted to watch that movie with those 5 seconds of something you don't believe in. It's the same thing.
True.
Yeah.
And that's where everybody needs to start standing up. You
It's-
want to have those things in your movies. You want to have those things. You want to do whatever. I'm not going to go watch it. I'm not going to go to the drag queen show. I don't care that it's there. Let it be there. The people that want to go can go. I'm not going to go. So we need to start not supporting those things. Erica has an idea.
that was a look. I saw
yeah,
that look. I
that-
was like,
Oh, I felt that from here.
Anytime she gives me that look,
Did it get
I
hot in here?
worried.
Oh,
do I have another beer over there?
you do. Let me. Oh, I have 2 for you.
We're gonna make brownies. this
So-
weekend.
So oh shit. Do you need some
No.
dog shit?
I was just gonna say I got to
No.
question the parenting skills if somebody's gonna put shit in brownies, but I get the
Did he
analogy.
really though? I get
don't
the
know.
analogy
I don't know if he
100%, but you have to break it down for kids. I mean, yeah, I doubt he actually put dog shit in
Oh,
there.
No. Like that's what parenting takes nowadays is like
That oh shit
extreme
moment. Yeah.
Oh shit factors.
Yeah.
Where
I'd have
like,
made him eat a piece before I told him, but that's just
So
me.
when I was a kid, and I asked my mom what was for
Kinda me.
dinner, and she'd say shit on a shingle. Was that like telling me something? Was that like to teach me something?
I don't know. Did you eat it?
No,
She
that
didn't
was a
actually
can
serve
of-
it, but
Oh,
No, that's a real dish.
no.
shit on a shingle.
Yes,
Yeah,
it
it's
is. Yeah.
it's
Is it
like
really?
Yes.
it's like beef.
It's not actual shit.
It's like beef
It's like
gravy
shredded beef gravy
on a
sometimes it
bread,
has
yeah.
cheese, and
And-
the shingle is a piece of toast.
And
Yeah, or a
you, and
piece of
you
bread or
order that
whatever.
on a menu?
It's kind of a
You
slap
could
together
actually.
meal.
I've had it
I
from a
would
redneck
never
place.
order something. I want to show
Actually-
people the can.
Oh,
I was
I'm
drinking,
so
but-
sorry.
On a menu, they usually write SOS.
Oh, okay.
There, you can't see anything.
So
It's fucking orange.
I just want to let people know I'm trying Sierra Nevada's Sunny Little Thing citrus wheat ale because we like the what was it, the hazy little thing, or what was the pink one that they have?
That's
that
a
you-
cider.
that you like?
It's a cider.
Okay. Anyway, so I was trying that.
I don't know.
tonight.
Wendy
wanted to
bought it
point
for
that
me.
out.
Wendy, what was it?
I didn't know that. I didn't know. So, Mom, I apologize. I was making fun of you all these years.
It's a real thing. It's
Tell me
actually
you're gonna
really good.
serve me shit on the shingle, and I never knew it was real.
It is.
It's really good.
Oh,
But that's what we need to do. We need to start standing up for ourselves and saying no while they're shoving this down our throat,
have to
saying
push
no,
back.
I'm not going to.
well, we got to stop going to
This
see.
is
Gotta go stop seeing movies.
But
in the movie
that's what I'm
theaters.
saying.
Stop
We have
supporting
to
Hollywood.
stop supporting
Yeah,
it.
right.
If we don't believe in something or there's even just a little baby bit, we need to say, no, thank you. I'm good.
Right.
It's still going to be there. It always has been.
agree.
I don't need to support that. Suck a wiener.
And on that note, we're going to go to the quiz of the week. How about we do that?
Yay. Okay.
All right, everybody's got letters in front of them.
Yeah.
You guys can play
Woo!
along at home. It's a 10
Play
question
along at
quiz
home.
tonight.
I kind of have to pee.
You got 10 questions. Can you hold it
10
for-
questions.
Can you hold it for 10 minutes? We'll probably finish on time. then,
Maybe.
Which would be,
That's a really good looking cake.
isn't it?
Just gonna
It does look good.
It looks
just gonna
good.
say it.
It's as good as your cookies right now.
No.
You guys didn't try those cupcakes either yet.
I will
Cupcakes and
after.
cookies.
I don't want a blue mouth unlike this one.
Yeah, we don't want to look like we ate a
Ate a
Smurf.
Smurf.
He enjoyed it.
I'm sure you did.
I have no
he
doubt.
did. It was all, yeah, baby.
All right. So, what group declared independence from Great Britain?
Did you just fall in your chair?
Wow. Gonna have to play that. One.
I look over and all I see is this.
And
And I was
what,
Are
like,
you
did you
good?
eat a
and what are you
Smurf?
drinking?
Did you eat the Smurf? I'm just saying. Oh, that's good.
Just one.
From Four
That's
Peaks.
all it takes.
Apparently that's what it did. She's spelling. Alrighty then.
All right. So, what group declared independence from Great Britain? The Minutemen,
Shit.
the Second Continental Congress, the Patriots, or the Tea Party? Dun, dun, dun. We got a C. We got an A.
Christine, stop waiting for Christine. you
Will.
cheater.
I
William's
see what she
cheating.
says.
Christine, don't put it up. Don't put it up, Christine.
Dun-dun-dun.
Don't do it.
Christine.
Don't do it. You can text me your answer and I'll tell them
No,
what it is.
put it up, Christine. No,
That's what I was reaching for anyway.
I'm sure. Oh, it's
I was pulling the B out. I was. You can check the replay.
pulling the B like bullshit.
Erica, I really meant the B.
And the answer is B, the Second Continental Congress.
Of course it is.
Number 2, what other nation observed an Independence Day on July 4th?
Oh shit.
Was it Australia, Liberia, Guam, or the Philippines?
Ooh. What? They're still under the Queen, thank you.
Good night, Mike.
Australia is?
Yes.
She needs to get some of those fucking monsters out of that country, man.
I have no fucking clue, so I'm gonna go D.
Oh, you're gonna go
with
D?
the
I'll go
Philippines.
C then. I'll go B. I'll go B.
We got an A, B, and a D. What do we got in our audience?
Come on, Christine. William already picked his answers. You can put the real one up.
Is Chris-
Does she Google?
I don't think
I don't
she's
think
pretty
so.
smart.
She's fucking
Christine's smart.
smart.
I don't think she Googles.
She
pretty
gets
good.
crazy.
a lot right.
She puts up her questions
She's
too quick.
really good.
She puts up
yeah,
her
she
answers
does.
too quick. To
She
Google.
usually answers
She
right
says
away.
A with a
Yeah.
question mark.
Did she text you or is it? Oh, it didn't.
Oh, there
No,
it is.
it's on there.
A with a question mark.
No, she didn't have to.
Interesting.
Australia's under the Queen. They have a prime minister to the Queen.
Australia's got some.
And the
Yeah, I'm
answer
good.
is the Philippines.
Oh,
Good
he was
guess.
right.
For
So I was
once,
gonna
I
go with-
beat Christine.
I was gonna go with D, but you know, I wanted to get the answers out there. So I'm
I
just
ain't gonna
saying
be
I
too
did start
happy
with
about
D.
getting that right because that was a total guess. I had a
But
1
hey,
in
I
4.
go with it.
So, although Independence Day has been celebrated continuously since 1776, when did it become a paid
Oh,
federal holiday?
Oh shit!
I know.
Paid.
did you
federal
really
Yeah.
change that just because of this?
Did I change what?
Then what's the answer before he puts the choices up?
1926, 1938, 1947, 1954.
We'll go 47 because I already got a C in my hand.
All the other numbers have confused me.
I'm gonna guess a. I don't know.
You
I
going
don't
B?
trust your C.
B and 2 C's.
It's probably
Should we wait
1926.
for Christine?
Christine, what is your answer?
Christine's the only one playing.
B.
B. Christine agrees with me. I feel good.
Mm.
All right.
2
It
and
is
2.
1938.
Wah,
Wah,
wah.
wah. It is widely known that the Declaration signers and presidents, John Adams, Thomas Jefferson, died on July 4th, 1826. What other founding father, though not a signer, died on July 4th, 1831?
I didn't know that.
Was it Aaron Burr, Henry Knox, James Madison, or James Monroe?
I didn't know that.
What's that?
That they died on July 4th. I don't know much about history, so that doesn't surprise me. at
I'm
all.
gonna be honest here. I have not a freaking clue.
I'm gonna go with Henry Knox because I like his name.
I don't even know who Aaron Barr is.
Aaron.
Aaron.
Um,
Aaron.
All right, so you got a C, you got a B.
You get an
I'm
A
gonna
or
go
a
D,
D.
just for a dead guess.
Dead guess. I like that.
Wow. Do, 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 do,
Yeah, sing
do,
it.
do,
I'm always waiting on Christine. So
do. Come on,
Yeah.
Christine.
my answer comes through slower
D.
than yours does. She's got a D,
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
and that is right.
Of course
Hey,
she's right. Why
I
would
got
that
some
surprise
guessing power tonight.
me?
Right?
You do.
And you put it
Can
up there
you guess
before
this?
Christine did.
I did.
Can you guess us what those Powerball numbers are so we can fill up all of our tanks of gas?
Who was
Believe me, if I could.
That'd be great.
Who was the only president born on July 4th?
Ugh.
Was it Woodrow Wilson, Calvin Coolidge, Herbert Hoover, or Ronald Reagan?
Oh my God. Both their names start with the same letter as their last names. What the fudge nuggets? Do you know there was a murderer going around killing people that had the same
I
first
didn't.
name
I
and
didn't
last
realize that too. You just pointed that out.
name? Of course, that's
interesting.
the way
First,
my brain works. Yeah.
WWCCHH and RR.
Yep.
That's interesting.
So I was going to pick the one that was, and then it was the one that wasn't, and then they all are. And I'm like,
I'm gonna
Fucking
get
hell.
this one wrong. I'm sure. I'm going with A.
Woodrow
AD. I'm
Wilson?
going to go with C because I still got C, and Hoover's a.
We got a D. Did you really just make a sucking
Nope.
noise?
I was
If you're
just,
gonna make that noise, you definitely need a D in your hand.
Right.
What?
Oh, where are my sound
What's his
effects?
name? Clinton isn't on there.
Are we still green?
Christine
He's
says
not
B.
an option.
So we got an A, B, C, and a D. Look at that. So we got all the guesses on the board, and the answer is B.
B, of
Calvin
course it
Coolidge.
is.
Of course.
Why would it not be? I got a C, and his name started with C. What does that count?
Sure.
Yay!
Held
You gave me
since
a sure.
1785, the nation's oldest 4th of July parade is held where?
Philadelphia.
Boston, Massachusetts.
Oh, Boston.
Charleston, South Carolina. Trenton, New Jersey. Bristol, Rhode Island.
Never heard of Trenton, New Jersey,
Oldest.
or Bristol,
You
Rhode
never heard
Island.
of Trenton, New Jersey?
Are you judging me?
I kind of am.
I'm not from that fucking side
Oh, we
of the
got
country.
3 A's. Look at that.
Bam! You
Great.
know it was them Bostons.
Great choices,
I-
too.
I-
It better
Yeah,
be
I think it
Boston.
is. I think it is.
Boston.
Because they have
Come
tea
on,
party.
Christine. Boston. It's Boston.
It's Boston because they got the
Gotta
tea
go to
party
Boston.
and all the stuff. Come on now. Were we just talking about this last night? Were we just talking about this last night about their accents?
Yes, we were.
It's funny. Christine, number 6.
It's probably up there already.
Nope, not yet.
She's got D.
D.
Bristol,
It's
Rhode
not
Island.
Really?
How do you? Oh,
And she's right.
what? Of
It's
course she
Bristol,
fucking
Rhode
is.
Island.
Why would she not be right? Christine! Girl, you
Chris-
need to text me the answers. I need to actually win one
Christine,
of these
you need to
things.
go on some game shows on TV or something. Man.
Seriously.
You're fucking
Right?
good at this shit.
Like some fucking Jeopardy or something?
Fucking Sharon goes to that shit all the time. Seriously, goes to California, goes on all these fucking game shows, wins all sorts of shit. What the fuck?
Really?
Apparently, it's a thing. I didn't even know you could still do it.
Which of these events
No.
also happened
what the-
on July 4th? Could be a trick question.
Probably is.
Which of these events also happened on July 4th?
It's a trick question, which means it is not D, because I know how he works.
I didn't say it was a trick question.
You
I
did
said,
just
I
say
said it
You-
may be a trick question. I didn't say it was.
Yeah, it's a trick question.
Okay.
You can still pick D because it might be you got a 50-50 chance, but I'm thinking he's if he's anything like I am, I would have put it in there and not put it in there. I'm gonna stick with C. You know what? I'm just gonna stick with C.
I would ignore everything she just said.
I'm going with B because I think that France
B is
did
in beer?
present Statue of Liberty on the 4th.
On the 4th of July.
I think they did.
Oh
Christine's,
I'm gonna
Christine's
stick with my
saying
C.
D with a question mark.
shit!
Christine's
Don't-
not sure. That really throws
Don't
it.
do it, Christine. Don't do it. I'll pick 2.
And you guys who
is
chose
all
oh,
D,
you're
all
such
right.
a faker.
It is. What did I say?
So technically, everybody was right.
So
I was right.
to a
See, it
degree.
was
Yeah.
C.
Okay.
See, I just wasn't 100% right.
Smart ass. Everybody right. Okay. What small town has celebrated Independence Day in the same town square since 1868, earning it congressional recognition as America's official 4th of July city, small town, USA? Choices are Joplin, Missouri.
Shit, I've never heard of. Oh,
Woonsock, Rhode Island.
I'm so going with the Woonsock.
Seward, Kansas, and Benton, Kentucky.
Never even heard of
I know. I never heard of Woonsock either. Well,
why it's
Woonsocket.
the
Sorry, Woonsocket.
Hence why it's the small town city of
Right,
USA.
exactly.
Woonsocket, baby.
Well,
Woonsocket.
Everybody's going with Woonsocket just because of the name.
Yeah, pretty much.
No, I'm going with Woonsocket because it's in Rhode Island, and Rhode Island was
Around forever.
there before Missouri and Kansas.
She had a lot more-
Interesting
Well,
thought
this is-
process.
I
like
went
your
because
thought
it was
process.
This is
Woonsocket.
1868,
Somebody
though,
crap again?
not
Yeah.
17.
We need to start kicking the
Yeah,
dogs
but
out of here.
It's
It smells bad.
Town has celebrated Independence Day in the same town
Since 1868. It had to
Yeah.
be around since then.
and they had to be celebrating stuff since then.
So they had to have enough people to celebrate.
Exactly.
Will you just pick Woonsocket?
No, I'm gonna pick Misery.
Misery. What's going to be Seward?
What do you got, Christine?
7 with a question
I don't
mark.
even
I'm gonna
remember- I
die
don't
if it's
remember.
freaking Kentucky.
It smells bad in
It
here.
really does.
Ooh.
This is getting bad.
Where is that dog? Oh, over there.
Under me.
They're both by us.
I know. It smells bad.
That's the best place for them to be.
What do you
Uh-huh.
got, Christine?
She said, oh,
No, D was
She
for
hasn't
7.
updated yet.
there's somebody at the front door. Not my front door.
Uh.
That was funny.
I don't think Christine's guessing on this one.
Maybe her power went out.
Oh, that's
That's
true.
possible.
Hope not. Okay, so our answer is
Fingers crossed you're just late.
It is
Benton,
Of
Kentucky.
course it's
Kentucky.
Kentucky. Of course, because we said you were going to
I-
pick Kentucky.
I was torn between A and D.
So I put this one in there for you.
Thank you.
So what type of dog did George Washington own?
You
Was
didn't
it
put Great Dane on there,
as a German Shepherd,
whether it was right or not.
Saint Bernard, Golden
to put-
Retriever, or American Foxhound?
You had to put your hooker on there.
These are all president's dogs.
They had Great Danes too.
Then
Two
no-
presidents had Great Danes.
Which ones?
I don't fucking remember,
It wasn't on the list.
but I know 2 of them did.
It was.
No, so this started this morning because my dad was telling me that he was watching this thing on like president's dogs or whatever, because that's what my father does. And it was, who was it that I said
I
that got
don't
knocked
remember
over?
who you
Fucking
said.
hell. Somebody got knocked over. Reagan got had a dog like my dad's dog. He said it looked like his dog now. So he knocked over, they were doing a photo shoot, knocked over the king of Egypt, grabbed Mrs. Reagan, pulled her away, like dragged her off, and then she came back. Her shirt was all torn and everything else. And I was like, oh my God, that's crazy.
Wow.
That's what started this. I was like, you should do something on dogs.
So what are we guessing?
That's
We
what
got a
started
German
this whole
Shepherd. We got 2 German Shepherds. You're going
Are
with
we
D?
still on YouTube? Nobody's commenting.
I know nobody's commenting. I think we got kicked off. Maybe somebody comment on YouTube. Let us know we're still on.
Mom, Dad.
We're almost done.
Come on now.
All right.
have
The
a green
answer
check mark.
is
D.
American
Oh.
Foxhound.
Oh, Erica got that
So
one.
you were right.
Good job,
Good
America.
guess. All right.
Why would you have a German dog in America?
Question number 10. Last question. Kind of a depressing question, but
Ah.
according to a recent poll, what percent of Americans are extremely proud to be Americans?
-2.
A recent poll?
A recent
Yeah.
poll.
-2.
We got 62%, 38%,
Ah.
45%, or 80%.
I mean, I'm gonna go hopeful here
I'm
and say the highest number you have.
I kind of want to go with it because you're pissing people off and you're proud to be American, but you're not proud of what's happening.
This was a poll put out a week ago. It was a Gallup poll.
Proud to be Americans. I'm going to stick with my A because he's in between.
You going with A?
I like the D. I don't think it's possible.
I would love
Because-
it to be D.
Oh, it could be. No, It
I
has to
think
be
D
less.
is lower than it should be.
it has to, for real. It has to be less than that because 33% of Americans still think Biden's doing a good job. So, that puts us in the 60s.
Well, you guys are
Just
going to
saying.
be. Nobody's
like 30
literally-
fucking 8,
literally
dude,
nobody's
isn't it?
commenting on.
I think we're
on
dead.
YouTube. I
Did
think
we
we're
get kicked
dead.
off?
I don't know.
Let me comment.
Say-
Hi.
Somebody say something on YouTube.
My phone died, so
There's a plug-in right around their side for iPhones. It's on the side. It's probably red.
Oh, there's a.
You-
That was
Lindsay's
me.
comment.
Okay, we're good. We're
So
on. We're
Nobody
good.
else is commenting. So the answer is a very depressing 38%,
Yeah, I fucking
according to
figured it.
that poll.
38.
38%.
Dude, that's almost as low as
Fuck.
Biden's followers.
is a percentage of
what I had.
Americans that are extremely proud.
I know.
Right?
That's terrible.
That's sad.
I'm not extremely proud.
That's very sad.
I'm not proud of what we have in office. I love America, but I'm really not proud of what we have following, you know? Just saying.
On that note, be proud, be safe, show your patriotism.
Be a D.
Happy 4th of July, everybody.
Be a D.
Don't be a B. Was it a B?
Don't be a B.
Don't be a B, be a D. Because B was 38 and D was 80.
Well, I mean, we've got a shit administration, and we've got a
Shit,
like.
people
There's so
following
much
him.
stupid in our government right now, and there's so much
There's-
stupid rampaging across our country.
That's the problem.
But, it
But we
shouldn't
should
have-
still be proud to be American.
American.
Exactly.
That's what
I
I'm
was just
saying.
gonna
Like,
say
just
that.
because we have a fucking grandpa eating ice cream in the White House, but like, we should still, like, we're in a free country for now. We can work and get what we want. We can have what we want. We can say, you know, we have freedom of speech. We have all this other stuff. Like, why would you not be proud of that?
That poll depresses me because it means that there's little hope for us if people aren't proud to be Americans.
Yeah, that hope. The
Right?
more that number goes down, the more everything goes
Right.
down.
Exactly.
That's almost
So.
as low as the people who like Biden. That's depressing.
Yes. Anyway, we hope you guys have a very safe and happy 4th of July weekend. Please share your patriotism with everybody. Hang your flags outside this weekend.
Our
We want
flags
to
are
give
outside.
we want to give thanks to all our military, past and present, the people who fight every day for the freedom that we enjoy. That's is one of the 62% moved to China. Yeah, they probably should.
Bye.
Give a shout out to all our healthcare workers, our first responders. Thank you for everything that you guys do. And thank you for all you patriots out there that continue to support our country no matter what. Let's continue the fight.
Even when Grandpa's in office.
We can win. We could do this. We got the elections coming up this year.
Yeah.
And then we got 2024 to turn things around. So let's do it, people. Anyway, have a great weekend. Remember, keep in mind all the puppy dogs and kitty cats this weekend. We're doing fireworks. Please shoot them off on 4th of July and not every freaking day over the
And
weekend.
please keep your puppy dogs in the house.
Yes, don't let them out.
So they're not outside during all of this mess. Lock your children up too. It's fine.
Thank you, Erica and William, for jumping on with us. We
Yes.
appreciate
We
it.
appreciate you having us.
And you might be back next week. So,
It was fun.
All
Look
right, guys.
forward to
If
the
we
next
can
one.
convince them next week to come.
all right, we'll see you guys later. Have a good weekend.
Bye.
Bye.